we get all the way from my hood to your neck of the woods. One thing for sure, I'll be good. Flash, we meet. Oh, dancing in the streets. That's my joint right there. How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and yes, it's Saturday morning. Time to get it in, y'all. Hope y'all having a fantastic morning, because guess who is? Me, your boy right here. Come on in, come on in. Let's get those likes up. If you have not subscribed, do so. Also, members, come on and double up on those gloves. How everybody doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and y'all could have went anywhere. The fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Swanza, for letting me know that the sound is great. I really appreciate that. I'm going to try to keep it up for people that listen to us on audio, actually. Got me thinking that we need to possibly get a radio show going on or something like that. But let me get that camera straight. You guys keep on coming on in the building, because we got a lot of trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section to get in today, y'all. Let's do what we do. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning, because I told you already I am. There's nothing to be ashamed of. If you're having a good day, just share with us. You guys, we right over here doing our thing. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Where everybody at? Let me see if I can get this other monitor up over here. And if I could do that, that'd be fantastic. Okay, let me put that back up. Something happened real quick. Give me a second over here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna rely on one monitor right now. Hope everybody's good. Come on in. We're here. Sorry about that little hiccup we had right there. There you go. Where you at? Where Luigi? I see you guys coming on in. Like y'all got a little late start coming in this Saturday morning, huh? Little late start happening right here. Come on in, you guys. I still love you no matter what. We got to get those prayers in the air. I want to make sure everybody's here. What's going on, Mark? I see your text is made. Go ahead. What's going on? Thank you so much for the love. AZAGO, age off. Okay. I see we got new people in the building today, so I guess I got to do my thing. What's going on, 420 John Patrick? How you doing over there today? Okay. I see you in the building with us today, too. Let's do what we do over here at Our Bottom Line. See if you guys could, trying to get this other monitor going over here. Here we go. There we go. Boom. Now we got it. Now we got a show going, you guys. It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. And you guys know what time it is. That's right. I'm not waiting any longer. If you're not here, I'm going to say it anyway. And if you're here, here we go. Want to pray for love. Want to pray for happiness. Want to pray for respect. We got to pray for understanding. And yes, let's pray for honor. And you know we got to pray for our family as well as our animals. We're praying for Jay Samuels today. We're praying for Sam Champion, Audrey Durham, Jonathan Burke, 420 John Patrick, Miss Keisha, Mariah. I see you, Maria. I'm sorry, Maria Munoz. 55 Coffee Houses in the building early this morning. I see VG5P. Okay, Audrey. I see you also, Miss Swanza and B More checking in. How you doing, Miss Keisha? KB7042. Miss, who's that? Miss, I see Yvonne right there. It got Audrey up in the building with Luigi. Can't forget about Liberty and Justice. Also can't forget about Casey Ramos, myself, Boogotti NYC, Winter Rising, Angels Among Us, Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman. Can't forget about all our other people that always come in every single day. Can't forget about Terry, all of our people that are probably at work right now on the weekend. They got to show them some love as well. Thank you guys for tapping in early, because it's almost time to do it. Anybody else up here? Any late arrivals? Okay, come on, Jack. I got some time for you too. Let's go ahead and say some prayers for Jack. Thank you so much. Yvonne, thank you. And how you doing this morning? Yvonne, got to show you some love. Can't forget about Miss Swanza also. Batty Lynn, Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. She's on her way back home, you guys. I hope she's doing well. That one song as well. Okay, you guys, it's time to do it. Amen. It's time to do it, you guys. All right. Hope you guys are ready to go. I'm ready to go. And y'all know what that means. Still got this crazy smoke out there. I'm praying for you guys out there in the Midwest and certain places, because that smoke is crazy. Whew. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. As we Wind it up, do, 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 do. Wind it up, do, 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 do. We wind it up because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. I know it's already 6 o'clock, but my watch is slow. So let's go. Do, 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 do. Come on, let's start the show. Okay. Olay. Don't play. Okay, you guys, it's time to do it. Open up those pores. Uh, uh, uh. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. It's Saturday the 18th. That's right, y'all. 2026. Said I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. But we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and chat. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday morning. You guys show nothing but love to everybody that's here. Thank you to all of our new members. I know what you're ready for. You're ready for follow-ups on trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section. One of our best sections that's actually growing right now. I'm thinking about just making it a section by itself. Probably do it in the evening or something. You never know. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Even though we got these crazy smoke clouds covering us, you guys, we still got to try to find a way to find the sun. Kind of hard to breathe out there too, got to say that too. So yes, we're praying for everybody out there dealing with those Canada wildfires, as well as the wildfires that's going on in many other places that are creating this crazy smoke and just crazy coverage that we can't even see the sun in many places. Want to pray for everybody out there. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because yes, it's still Saturday. We got a lot to cover today. Hope everybody is good. And without any further ado, you guys know what I'm about to say, right? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I need you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Because yes, I love to go and get information and news from where you're at. Also, you know what, as a mental staple, I really love to see those flags waving in the air. Why? It reminds me, that's the flag we saw. Let's go see if we can see what's going on with Australia. We see that flag a lot. That's why we wound up going there a lot. London, it doesn't even matter. China, as you guys can see behind me, we got a lot to follow up with that. It doesn't matter. If there's news, world topics, we're there. By the way, today, it's going to be a lot more coming in from me when it comes down to audio, because we've got a lot of video, but not the audio coverage to show what we need to cover to get our videos out today. So yes, I will be narrating a lot of these videos this morning, getting it in, you guys. We ready to go. That's what I'm trying to say right now. And without any further ado, let's get into these titles. Let's get into them right now, you guys. As you can see, we got Trump rocking out, going back and forth against Iran right now as they're on their 6th day of boom, 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 hitting them hard and taking names, you guys. Let's go. And next, could it be the possibility? You guys see it right there. Is China next on Trump's list of enemies? There's been a big report that you guys are about to hear today. Seeing a lot of things that have to do with election interference. We're going to get into that and a lot more. Let's keep on moving forward, because we also have why are the Epstein survivors saying that they know that Todd Blanche covered up names. Of course, it was redacted, remember? But what do they mean by it? We'll get into that as well, much more in depth. Let's keep on going, you guys, because last but not least, I got a question for you guys right now. Do you guys think it's a good idea to honor Charlie Kirk with a new freedom statue? Question. Do you guys think that Charlie Kirk should have a new statue? Well, in that case, you got a chance to check it out, especially if you're going to be in New York, because the artist has just completed his new installation, and it's a Charlie Kirk statue. Want to let you guys check it out and see what it looks like, but we have so much more beyond that. So what I'm going to tell you guys right now to do what? Grab your tea, your water, and your 55 coffee from Lisa Roy, and let's do our thing, you guys. Let's get it in. We got some new information coming in from the president, who's basically going to be addressing the nation on a few different topics, basically right now talking about what's going on with the economy. Let's go, you guys. Let's go.
Stronger and far wealthier than it has ever been before. We are doing great. Less than 2 years ago, we inherited an economic and social disaster. After the worst inflation in 48 years, the wide open borders with millions and millions of people pouring in from all over the world, including criminals of all types, and 11,888 murders, many of whom killed more than one person. We had transgender for everybody, men and women's sports, crime ravaging our cities, and the whole world was laughing at us as a nation, but not anymore. 2 years ago, our country was dead.
Think that crime is still probably at the same level, though. I can't front about that. Crime is crazy right now. All boroughs, all states.
Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. America is respected like we have never been respected before. We have more money being invested in the United States than at any time in the history of our country. More Americans are working today than ever before. This week it was announced that inflation saw the largest monthly decline in more than 6 years. Just happened. It was just given out. The media reported it, and we accept it. The best in 6 years. The tax cuts in our great, big, beautiful bill are saving hardworking families thousands and thousands of dollars, like with the provisions, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, along with the interest deduction on a loan used to purchase a car, but only if that car is made in America, and a 100% expensing for our job creating businesses. Our stock markets are at their highest point in many years, but we can actually say of all time. And your 401ks, pensions, and retirement accounts are setting records every single day, the highest in history. For years, we paid the highest price for prescription drugs anywhere in the world. Now we pay the lowest price under my most favored nation's policy.
How many of you guys agree with what the president's saying right now? I'd like to take a quick poll of thumbs up and thumbs down. If you agree with what the president's saying and the condition of our United States, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Yes, I agree, and I think we're going to keep on forging forward. Also, if you do not agree, thumbs down. Whatever you have to say, I will also say that. If you agree, thumbs up. Don't agree, thumbs down. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
Because I was able to get the rest of the world and the pharmaceutical companies to act responsibly. Drug prices are coming down by 70, 80, and 90%. TrumpRx.gov, this will ultimately reduce the cost of healthcare. You have to go to TrumpRx.gov and take advantage of it. But the cost of healthcare is coming way down because of what we've done with prescription drugs. And with Trump accounts, every child in America now has access to a tax-free investment account to save for their future. Billions and billions of dollars are being invested, put in by companies and individuals to take care of our children so that
50-50 I see on this board. You guys are 50-50 on that topic. I can't even try to sway it one way. You guys are definitely 50-50 on this topic right now. And yes, let's hit that like button to get many more people over here this morning. We got another situation where police arrested, locked him up, and I don't know if he's getting out soon. Watch your head. This one was a true thuntadunt. Thunthadunt, the proper spelling. I don't know about all that dudunt stuff. That's not how you spell it. You gotta say it the long way. Funthadont. Just like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, you have to say every point. Let's keep on going. We got these police who arrested this man who breached security at the Today Show, approached one person who happened to be of the same persuasion as I am right now, and said, I always wanted to call one of you famous N-words the N-word. And that's what he pursued to do. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's get it.
Outside 30 Rock with breaking news on that frightening confrontation with Today Show co-anchor Craig Melvin.
You may have heard an intruder made his way into an unauthorized area here in Studio 1A.
Yesterday morning, police arrested this man, Andrew Truelove. Today, the DA charged him with multiple hate crimes after he allegedly breached security, entered a restricted stairwell, and yelled a racial slur at Craig. The DA...
So he made it all the way into the building, past security, breached security, and made it all the way to the back where all of the cast members were, and he was the first person that he saw. And he said, you know what, I always wanted to call one of you N-words the N-word, so you know what? And gave it to him. That just goes to show you. Walk right in the back, go any way you want, huh?
DA claiming today that the suspect at one point said, quote, I always wanted to call a black famous person the N-word.
Did you actually hear what I did? Yeah. Tell them that I was cooperative.
The 41-year-old, who at one point weirdly smiled for the camera, has had multiple run-ins with police in the past and was actually profiled by the LA Times in 2023. The paper detailing his move to California in hopes of launching a social media company only to end up homeless on the streets. Of course, tensions have already been running high at Today after the abduction of Savannah Guthrie's mother 5.5 months ago.
We are begging you to please come forward now.
I want to take just a quick moment to address an incident that happened yesterday.
This morning, Craig reassured viewers.
We are cooperating fully with the NYPD as they investigate the matter, and we are just very happy that everyone is safe. Absolutely.
Yes.
Other developments, a security guard has been fired. Surveillance video reportedly showed that during the breach, one guard stepped away from the entrance while another failed to notice the suspect entering a restricted area.
So they just let him walk in. I wonder why. What could be a reason why they just let him walk in like that? Does he have that like appealing, calm, cool, collective face? He's got on shorts and sandals. Doesn't look like a threat. Maybe he look like he's supposed to be there. Keep on going, you guys. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let me get this out of here real quick. We already covered that. We got to get on over here and see what's going on with these ISIL strikes, where I got to start doing all of this narrative reporting. So let's go ahead and dive into it and get into it, you guys, right now. I'm going to do my best to bring it to you just like one of these news anchors, since I got to do so much reading and speaking. Let's get into it right now. Let's get on over to Iran. Watch the U.S. forces strike defiant oil tankers violating Iranian blockade. And thank you so much. I'm going to need all of that love and all of those hearts to get through these few next clips. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. What I got for you over here? Watch the U.S. forces strike defiant oil tanker violating Iranian blockades. U.S. forces disabled a tanker in the Arabian Gulf after officials said it violated the naval blockade on vessels traveling to the Iranian ports. I guess. Okay, the action comes as U.S. Central Command announced expanding military operations against Iran. Yeah, they're hitting them hard, everybody. They're hitting them. They're hitting them hard. They're hitting them hard over here, boy. So this is my extra commentary right here. They're hitting them hard. You know what I'm saying? It's still Saturday morning, so come on. Yeah, but they are hitting them, y'all. They're even getting them while they're moving. Like, they're getting moving vehicles. They're like really, and I'm just gotta tell you, they're really hard to hit. Okay, an eyewitness footage released July the 15th showed smoke rising near Iran's Chabahar port following reported U.S. strikes. So they still was hitting them up to then. Ooh, whoa. Yeah, what I was saying was right in the beginning. They are hitting them hard. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's see what was going on down on the field. That was on the playing field right there. But before we get into that, I'm trying to get you guys this merch because you still weren't able to reach that 300 like mark in order for you guys to get this free merch that's supposed to be sent out to you this week. You got to get up to 300 in order for me to go ahead and do all of that writing those names on them envelopes and going to get those stamps. So if you want to get your 6-hour bottom line keychains and your 6 decals, you're going to have to get those likes up to 300 today, baby. That's what you're going to have to do. And once we get that mark, all you got to do is send an email to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Randomly selected will be 12 people, 6 and 6. That equals 12 to receive merch today. Come on, you guys can do it. Let's go. We got another situation right here. I'm glad you see how nervous he looks throughout the entire time when I was telling you guys about that. We got a bombshell report that alleges a Democratic senator who had relationships in House affairs. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this one. Let's go.
Here at home, a new report dishes new details on Arizona Senator Ruben Gallego's love life, including reported sexual relationships with at least 2 House staffers.
That's right, and it's putting his friendship with disgraced former Congressman Eric Swalwell in a whole new light. Madeline Rivera joins us now with more details from Washington. Hi, Maddie.
Giggity, giggity. That's right. Coming in for you guys, we got Quagmire's daughter with the strong chin. Come on, you guys, let's get it.
Hi, good morning, Nate and Carly. This is coming from the New York Post. The outlet says it spoke to 3 unnamed sources who say Senator Ruben Gallego admitted to 2 relationships, both with aides, to Texas House Democrats. The New York Post reports both relationships were consensual and happened while Gallego was still serving in the House. Sources tell the Post it's believed both relationships occurred while he was unmarried. The 46-year-old senator was asked about the report, to which Gallego replied, "I'm not going to engage in gossip." Last month, the Senate Ethics Committee dismissed a complaint against Senator Gallego. It was filed by Congresswoman Ana Paulina Luna, who alleged Gallego had committed campaign finance violations and inappropriate sexual conduct. The committee says it did not find evidence that Gallego had violated federal law or Senate rules.
And I don't see anybody else complaining about how your boy getting down or whatever like that. There's no female stepping up and saying he did this or did that. Let's be fair about it, you guys. You guys just found out that somebody's, you know what I'm saying? What about the sheriff when it came down to the judge that time? She in there, you know what I'm talking about? So what? Who else? So you guys found out about some stuff. Now you guys getting mad. Why? Because you ain't getting none, huh? Is that, let me stop. I don't think there's nothing here, you guys. If I was a detective, I'd walk in like Columbo and say, there's nothing here. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
Gallego's life, though, was under scrutiny after the bombshell sexual assault and misconduct accusations against Congressman Eric Swalwell, Gallego's one-time friend. Luna is calling for Gallego's resignation after the New York Post report about him. House rules generally prevent members from having sexual relationships with their own staffers or employees in committees on which they serve, but there are no explicit rules regarding members' relationships with staff from other offices.
Look at that 55 Coffee House. Lisa Roy said, yo, what's his Tinder? You know what I'm saying? They're human beings. Leave these people alone. They can't do nothing on their personal time. Talk to him, Quagmire's daughter. Giggity. I'm talking about Chief Queen Strong Chin, boy. Man, you hit her in the chin, she gonna dent a Cadillac with that chin, boy. I'm talking about you got some real strong features. She probably look just like her daddy. Let me stop. Let's keep on moving forward. It's Saturday morning, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. We got free merch coming out. And I know y'all ain't broke because y'all got paid yesterday. Come on now, stop acting like that. I appreciate you over there, Jordan Dowdy, because he put the 5 on it. I appreciate you. You know how we do over here, y'all. Each one teach one and love for the fam. Gonna get on over to Ukraine, where I got to do a little more news reporting and narrative reporting right here. This is going to be a little different because what we're going to be seeing right now is sea drones. We're not going to be seeing air drones. These are called naval drones. And all they got to do is get close to your vessel and press that button and boom, boom, boom. I think that Ukraine is a very worthy adversary when it comes down to what they're doing against Russia. And I think that they need to really just go ahead and give this thing up. Probably leave it the way it is, see if they can divvy up what they can do, and leave it alone. I understand that they feel like they're a superpower, Russia. But I don't know if you guys underestimated Ukraine. How you doing this morning, Liberty and Justice? Let's see what's going on with you. Hey, there you go. We got something coming hot off the presses. Help our community figure out the facts from fiction. We discover current news to find the truth. Tap on in, you guys. Drop a comment. Let's talk. We welcome all political parties here. This is our bottom line. Our bottom line. Let's go, you guys. I want you guys to see what's up with this. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I got to narrate this, but check this out. These are those sea drones that we showed you guys the other day, the naval drones. Some of them are like ships where they send them out by themselves to recover, search, and rescue. The same ones that saved that other pilot that got hit and found and was in the water. These actually have boom, boom, booms on it. So all they got to do is get close. And this is what Ukraine is doing now as they unleash these against Russian oil tanks. Ukraine unleashes naval drones against the Shadow Fleet. Check this out, you guys. We're on board of a Ukraine naval vessel. He doesn't want to do anything but get close and boom, press the button. So we're going to count it out right now. You ready? All you got to do is get close and you're not going to see it anymore because boom. That's one. Okay, now those are trying to strike him before he gets close because they know the danger, right? They're trying to hit him before he gets close. Missed. He gets too close. That means, boom, once he presses that button, that's when those screens go out. Now you got another one coming up from another whole different direction. And boom. And then we're going to keep on going. Trying to defend itself, still made it through. As you guys can see, all you got to do is get close and boom, party's over. That's 3. So I don't know if they're really underestimating Ukraine right now. You guys got what I'm trying to say right now? Sometimes, I mean, even I had to do it before. I'm going to be honest with you. Popcorn had those hands. That was his name, and I'm going to tell you, he had those hands. I just was good at taking a punch. Popcorn out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm over there thinking I could fight. This dude is like this tall, lanky, with the arm length of Jordan. Didn't even want to fight me. I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm messing with Popcorn, right? Popcorn like, yo, get him off, man. Leave him alone. Leave me alone. I don't want Popcorn. I'm like, yo, mess me. I hit him. Boom. He was like, nah, mess. Oh, yeah. So now Popcorn started putting his hands up. Popcorn like got some NBA arms and all of that, right? So next thing you know, rap, baba, boo, bop, bop, bam. I'm just like this. I'm talking about catching it. Popcorn is defining his name right now on my temple, forehead, skull, back of my head, and everything. I'm over there like boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. So let me just tell you guys something. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to walk away. My step-pops came over there like, yo, you need to know. I'm like, no, hell with that. I tried to go a second round. Popcorn just had them hands. So don't underestimate people, man. That's what I'm basically trying to say. And when you know you met your match, the honorable thing to do is, yo, you got it. Step away and leave it alone. That's what I'm trying to say right now. I think that Ukraine and Russia, it's really time to just let it go. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to India. And this is a moment that I need you guys to pay attention to, because this crowd grows from 1,000 to 10,000 to 20,000 to 100,000 maybe in a matter of moments. And this is when a stampede starts to happen. You're going to start seeing people getting taken out on certain lanes and things like that, of certain areas that they open up. But what I want to try to explain to you and show you guys is how many people actually come together at these gatherings, whether it's a spiritual gathering, whether it's a different gathering about politics or whatever. We're going to go over to India, you guys. I'm going to show you a moment where a deadly stampede basically erupted at a festival as pilgrims were trampled. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go double tap that screen and get those likes up. We're going to go over to India. First off, I want to let you see this amount of people. This is nothing at all in comparison to what you're about to see, especially when the numbers get really big. So imagine, this is why I'm saying, like, I wouldn't go to anything like this. There's too many people, no coordination. There's absolutely no security. The only security that they have is a man holding a stick about this big, swinging it at people, at your head, to keep you out of a certain area. Please try to check this out. Just check this out. Now we got the moment a deadly stampede erupts at India in a temple. That's why I had to do the narration, because they're not doing it. And I had to show you guys how many people it was, right? And now we're not gonna play down the amount of people. That's the first thing, right? And now we got these people pulling these huge, monstrous, whatever they want to call it, parade floats, but they're the size of like buildings with like levels on them. Okay, so they got these huge wheels on the bottom, right? Anything get caught up in that, it's a wrap, because I'm sure that there's no brakes, right? So now the people are running because they're trying to get out the way of that. And then we got the string and the rope being pulled by all of these men on the carpet there. That's what the rope is for. The rope is for the men to be on there, that they show where the men are pulling, right? Okay, now cool. Trying to clear everything out here. Now look in this area right here. Keep on paying attention to this area right here as it just keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and more people start to come in. These are people all back there, all over there. Now watch these people around the edge over here with the vests on. They swinging like some sort of blunt objects at people to keep them back. Watch this. Those are the people that fell out, probably got trampled. They taking them out on these little cots or whatever they call them. Oh, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. It ain't done. It ain't done. It ain't done. It ain't done. I'm talking about more people. I don't know how they was able to fit, but I'm telling you, more people are going to be there by the time we click back to that scene. Watch. They done threw in the yellow towel. They trying to get, what sort of, there's no real security. There's people holding hands like this. No fencing, no security, no barricades, nothing. They trying to bring people, revive them back to life. You ain't had no business being there in the first place. I understand you want to go to the festival, but man, come on. Yeah, you guys, and yet that's the reason why I had to narrate these stories today, because there was a lot of them that were just like that didn't really have anything actually have to do when it comes down to that had to do with audio. So I had to do what I had to do. One person said, run! Yeah, there was one, I saw a dude, I was paying attention to one dude at the bottom. I saw him just getting up out of there before it started getting thick. That would have been me. Okay, let's keep on going, you guys, let's go. I wanna get past this other one, too much weapons in that one. Too much weapons in this crazy one right here. We ain't even gonna play with them today. We ain't playing with no weaponry on the weekend. We're gonna go W for W. No weaponry on the weekend. And we got another one today that I have to bring up, because again, there's no audio. So maybe we're gonna be the first ones bringing it up. But I have no problem doing that. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys. As long as you guys can hear me, let's keep on going. Because now we got that freedom statue that I'm about to debut. It's gonna be in New York at the city center of the universe. Let's go ahead and check this out, you guys. We're gonna open this screen up right here. Charlie Kirk freedom statue. Now, I gotta give props to the man for doing that. Could he have done the body a little better? Yeah, but it does look like him. It does. Let's go, you guys, let's go. Now, the Italian-born artist Sergio Fernari, who handcrafted the metal sculpture of the slain Turning Point USA co-founder, plans to reveal the statue in Times Square on September the 10th. At 2:23 p.m., 1 year down to the minute when Kirk was assassinated. Yeah, you guys know when. Also, what we got here for the loud music? I don't even want to play around with that either, never know. Well, he did a good job. What do you guys think? He did a good job, right? He did a good job. I can't get mad at him. The statue was handmade by his hand, soul, and body Ferrani wrote on Instagram, and will be life-size to Kirk's 6'5" stature. It looked like him sitting down though, don't it? He trying to tint the metal and all that. I guess I get it, right? Looks like him, right? He did a pretty good job, right? The statue of Kirk is made out of metal frames. It's covered in strong resin. Oh, those are what's making those colors. A strong resin. To raise, he said he tried to raise enough money to make this. What was that about right there? Wait, let's go back. The artist hopes to raise enough money to make a stainless steel version of the monument so it is, BP, bulletproof. I get what he's saying about that, right? Okay, you guys, I guess if anybody's in the city of New York, you can go check it out on September the 10th because that's where it's going to be. Okay, guys, I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Seen your pretty ass soon as you walked in the door. I say that because they call him Fetty Wap. And in order for us to get that D-rug cleared through here, we be calling it Fetty Wap. Remember back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Remember that? But remember back in the days when you used to watch those crazy movies like The Wire, and you would see like maybe 20, well, what was the other one? It was a couple of other ones, NYPD, Blue, and all of those movies where you see like them go try to bust an apartment, and then you see some D-rugs flying out the back window. You guys know what I'm talking about because that D-rug dealer does not want to get caught with all of that stuff inside of the apartment. Sometimes they try to flush it down the toilet, but if they don't think they got enough time, they're going to do whatever they got to do to get it out. So let's think with that mind, right? But the difference is if downstairs there is, let's say, a daycare or maybe some toddlers, and instead of you throwing out, and matter of fact, no matter what you throw out is bad. But if you're throwing out Fetty Wap, oh boy, now they got to evacuate the entire area because if anybody inhales that, guess what can happen to them? So yes, you guys, we got a situation in New York, in the Bronx, and if I can make it there, I'll make it bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you, New York, New York. So yes, let's go to the Bronx and see what's going on with this Fetty Wap dealer that they found 10 pounds of it in a bust over two daycares and 10 pounds of other D-rugs found as well. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because that's what you're looking at. You're looking at this fool's apartment in the Bronx. Just happens to be over the top of a daycare. One second. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Let's do this again. I'm messing around with this audio today. I'm so used to, I thought I was going to have to do another one.
White powder covers the floor with drug packaging equipment scattered throughout the apartment. Police say 10 pounds of fentanyl was found in a third-floor apartment at 2075 Morris Avenue on Monday. Ella says there was a swarm of officers at the building that day.
Nothing like that has ever happened in here.
The DEA says 62-year-old Antonio Cabrera was running a drug operation. After surveilling him for about a week, investigators arrested him on charges including criminal possession of a controlled substance, reckless endangerment, and criminally using drug paraphernalia, while neighbors never suspected a thing.
Everybody was, they were very surprised about it.
14 children were evacuated from 2 daycares on the first floor of the building. Police say as they were moving in to arrest the suspect, he took fentanyl and threw it out of his third-floor window. Police say this created a dangerous situation for anyone walking below that would have been exposed to that fentanyl.
I'm scared because, there's a lot of daycares in this building too, It's very dangerous.
The raid happened about a mile from El Tofino Niño Daycare, where
14 children, 1 mile away from where he lost his life. Remember this little baby right here? Because he got a hold to some Fetty Wap? Yeah, remember him? Nicholas Fernandez Domingo? He lost his life, little Nicholas, right? Not far from there.
Exposed to that fentanyl.
I'm scared because, there's a lot of daycares in this building too, It's very dangerous.
The raid happened about a mile from El Tofino Nino Daycare, where a 1-year-old died from fentanyl exposure back in 2023. This time, all 14 children were safely evacuated. No one was hurt, and Cabrera remains held without bail. In Florida, Jody Juliana Powell, News 12. White powder cup.
Crazy, y'all. See, he threw it out the window and it made a mistake and it bounced back and it got all over the floor. So they had to send some special people in there in order to get that up out of there, because that's Fetty Wap all over the floor. Crazy. And then he took and threw it out the window. So when it hit the ground, that powder probably went everywhere. Oh man, lucky that didn't get in anybody's nose and affect no child or any dogs or any animals out there. And I hope they were able to get it out of there cleanly so that nobody's going to be able to go over there later and get hurt by it as well. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. I told you we had a lot on the plate today. I got one more for you because I know everybody's worried about what's going on with all of this smoke and all of this fog and all of this stuff that's in the air, right? I want you guys to see how bad it is. I want to know, do you think that this is going to be doing something to our ozone layer? Is it going to affect anything more as far as like maybe, not the ozone layer, but the air quality? I particularly think it's going to take a long time for all of this to clear up. Probably the same amount of time it's taking right now to let it happen. Let's keep on going because I got some information right here in a video. I'm going to show you this pilot that actually went and took it to the air. He was flying over Ontario and took some video footage on his phone about what these smoke stacks really look like. Check this out, you guys. Check this out. Look at these smoke plumes in the air. This is over Ontario right now. And these are not clouds. Pay attention to the structure of them, how big they are. Like they're not moving. They're just stuck right there. They're called smoke plumes. You said it needs Superman to go up there and do something, right? Let somebody go up there and be like this. And blow that somewhere else, because we do not need to be inhaling any of that. Have no idea what sort of toxins, what extra crap is in that. So yes, you guys, I know you might not want to do it, but you might want to go ahead and do the opposite of what Future says. Instead of mask off, mask on. Put the masks on, y'all. I know you don't want to do it, but you may need to go ahead and put those masks on. Now, we got some more information coming in hot right off the press, because we over here at Our Bottom Line, we make sure that we don't play around when it comes down to the content, and we give you all that we can find when it comes down to our follow-up stories as well. Let's get on over to a Jeffrey Epstein survivor, Dana Bensky, who has a chance to finally speak out. We know that there is something that's being covered up by Todd Blanche, is what she's saying, and she wants it to be known. You know what happens when somebody gets tired of getting beat up after a while? They just say, hell with it. Might as well KILL me or do whatever you got to do. Some of these people are not just what you guys think, because I know a lot of people in these comments do not consider a lot of these women victims. I know some people in these comments consider it was consensual. They were making money or whatever. We heard you. We seen it before as many times as you typed it in. We get it. But we also understand that some of them are victims, even if you guys don't want to believe it. That's what we want to say. That's what we have to say, okay? So let's be understood on that point. So let's see what's going on with this situation as Dana Bensky tries to explain what was going on in her life throughout these situations.
Danny Bensky, a survivor of the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein's horrific abuse, testified this morning before the Senate Judiciary Committee as part of Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche's confirmation hearing. She spoke of her name appearing in not just one, but 3 Epstein file releases that Blanche oversaw.
These documents contain disturbing yet incomplete.
No, I could believe something like that, Audrey Durham, where you say you think a lot of the parents took money knowingly, unfortunately. because we've been covering some very secret, some royal people that were interested in doing things like that. Well, at least those text messages and emails did look like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. A particular two sisters and their father has been demoted. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Also, a hotelpreneur. Yeah. How about those stories as well? So you're not wrong about that. Let's keep on. What's going on, Mike? How you doing? Good morning, everybody. Let's double tap that screen to get more people over here to get some, as Pimp C would say, some fat on their brains about the situation.
Complete accounts of my abuse. They were available not only for the entire world to see, but my child, my students, my friends, my employers, my colleagues, and my family. It was humiliating. Worse, my FBI 302 exposed a Jane Doe who had fought for decades to conceal her identity. It's been absolutely devastating. Crime victims deserve better from the nation's highest level of law enforcement officials. We deserve to be heard directly, not dismissed and ignored. There are numerous investigative leads that must be followed. Despite Mr. Blanche's claim that there are none.
And just moments ago, Republican Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina said he expects Blanche to meet with survivors before a vote out of the committee. Let's bring in Jess Michaels. She is a survivor of Jeffrey Epstein and has been inside that committee room listening to this hearing. Jess, thank you so much for your time and your continued bravery in speaking.
Happy Saturday.
With reporters, with the public, urging officials to do more on your behalf and the entire community of women who have done so much to keep this story front of mind. I want to ask you first what message you and other survivors are right now hoping to get across to senators about who Todd Blanche is, and if you think they're listening to you right now.
Thank you, Antonia, for having me on. What we are trying to get through to senators is that procedures were not followed for the last 30 years. This investigation was flawed, covered up. We know that there are names that are in the files that should be exposed, that were covered up by this Deputy Attorney General. And we're ready to talk to somebody if anybody will listen. We can tell you there are leads in these files, and we're hoping that senators will listen.
You know, to that point that you stand ready to meet, to talk about possible threads and leads here, I want you to take a listen to what Todd Blanche said yesterday when he was questioned about possibly meeting with survivors. And frankly, these exchanges, they confused a lot of the public. Take a listen.
Chairman, I appreciate them being here today. I also have somebody from my office who's spent her entire career working on cases like me.
I'm just going to put my point out there. You guys don't have to agree with me. All I'm going to say is I think with the amount of women that there are, he should give them the respect of actually showing up himself and listening to them. But he said if they have a lawyer, he can't. That was his thing.
Mr. Epstein's. She's in charge of our task force investigating human trafficking. She's available to talk to them.
She can sit right next to you. She can sit right next to you when you meet with these survivors.
I have never said I will not meet with survivors.
Will you meet with these 10 survivors? I'm asking you on direct.
If they have lawyers, as you know, I'm prohibited from meeting directly with them.
Jess, why do you think it was so hard for him to just say, yes, I will? Especially given the fact that we know Todd Blanche flew down to Florida and met with Ghislaine Maxwell, of all people, in person.
One of the tactics we've seen is avoiding investigation. So, for example, I gave leads back in 2019 for two people to follow. One that had been in Jeffrey Epstein's orbit for over 18 years, and one that could corroborate that she also knew the same person. And I know directly that
those leads were never followed. And so what we feel like we're seeing over and over again is leads not being followed, nothing being followed up. And one of the things that Danny Bensky did so fabulously is that she discussed what procedure is supposed to look like. As victims of crimes, we're supposed to show up to the FBI, give our information. It turns into what's called a 302, and then that 302, someone from the Department of Justice is supposed to reach out to you when they're investigating federal crimes. And none of us have had anyone reach out to us.
That's pretty crazy right there, you guys. That's pretty crazy. None of them had anybody reach out to them? Oh man, that's crazy. But I'm glad that they're constantly shining the light on this situation, and that's what we're gonna do over here for as long as we can. As long as they're doing it, we're gonna keep you guys up to date with as much information as we can bring you. Let's keep on going. We gotta get on over to China, all the way over to China. I told you guys we go everywhere. Moments where a massive landslide buries residences as they run for their lives. That's what you guys are looking at right back there. They're running for their lives as those buildings on the side are over there collapsing in a landslide. Yeah, I'm just playing with y'all. Come on. This is a landslide in China. I don't know what the hell she said, but it's in China, and I wanted you guys to see what's really going on.
人员被埋，记者将持续关注救援进展。
So just so you guys know, this is not a movie. This is literally them riding up the road and the building in front of them just starts collapsing. Let's go.
有民房受损，人员被埋，记者将持续关注救援进展。
Now those are boulders. Boulders. You see them big old, you ain't getting that out of there. That is part of the building, the structure now. That is not getting out of there. Do you see that? So we want to pray for the people that lost their lives in this tragedy. I know you guys got the Godzilla joke going in the comments. You already know I could turn it up, know how to do the sound and all of that. But we're not going to do that this Saturday morning because this is a true story right here, real accounts. And I wanted to make sure that we were able to bring you guys some real true news, like I said, from all over the world, even if we have to narrate it ourselves. Want to pray for all of the families. You don't have to be Christian or whatever, Buddha, in order to pray for somebody because you want good things to happen for people. I'd like for the recovery efforts to come back in where many people have found, and please, let's try to get as many people out there to try to find and see what they can do to help out with that. Lord, let's pray for the families out there that's suffering through this situation and the earth, which is really talking back at this point. There's some real serious talking back going on over right there. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. I want to watch a little bit more of this. She on her phone smiling like it was a movie. I just don't get some people like that. Now you, of course, got the dogs going out there to try to find people, cadaver dogs. As you guys can see, they already got a crane. Got a crane out there. Serious situation, you guys. Yeah, we're going to keep on going, you guys. It's happening everywhere. I'm talking about we can report news like this all over because it's pretty crazy. I feel sad for this next situation coming up right now because sometimes when people drink alcohol, I think that they're crying out for assistance sometimes. I had a family member that used to drink all the time, and one time I was ranting and raving about his drinking, And a friend of mine said to me, what's his problem? Do he have any pains or something like that? Or maybe he got problems with his family? And I started thinking about it, like, you know what? He does have a lot of problems. Sometimes people drink to try to forget things. Sad situation right here. Even though she's a judge, we got to watch it now. Let's get on over to Iowa. We got a judge with she got locked up for DUI. Got her on body cam, you guys. They had to take her. Let's go. Looks pretty sad being pulled over, but yeah, I guess she fell asleep over there trying to get herself together and the wrong people knocked on the window. Anybody ever had that knock on the window before?
She doesn't know what happened. She can't respond.
Okay. I'm Deputy Larson with Boone County Sheriff's Office. Are you feeling okay tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're in the meeting here, so something happened. Are you sure you're feeling all right? Do you have any medical conditions, diabetic, anything like that? No. No? Okay. Do you have your license on you?
Yes.
Okay, can you grab it for me, please?
My driver's license?
Yeah.
This is Nate's wife.
Okay. Okay.
So the other guy's already telling him, this is Judge Castor, such and such's wife. So that's probably why she don't want to tell her name is, because she's pretty embarrassed right now. She don't even want to show her ID, but she got to, Judge. How many people have you judged for DUIs, Judge? That's why she got the head back like this right now, like, damn.
Okay. Yeah, if you could grab your driver's license registration for me.
I'm gonna give dispatch a call and let them know and figure it out.
Okay. Do you tell them we're in the median here?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not sure what you're asking for.
Your driver's license registration proof?
Somebody says she has the official Karen haircut.
Insurance?
Mike Holmes.
You can unbuckle to get it, that's okay.
You might as well, because you ain't going nowhere in that car. You coming with us.
Do that.
Well, you lost control of your vehicle.
I realize that.
Okay, so where are you coming from tonight?
Where you coming from?
Camille. What's your name?
What's your name?
You can probably downgrade a little bit. We're just sitting in the meeting here. She has been talking to me. She's just not answering many questions.
We're gonna walk you to the ambulance here, so just so we can check you out.
She don't need no damn ambulance. She needs a field sobriety test.
Feel okay on your feet?
Is she clear? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
That's between you and them, okay?
Okay.
I'm not. He said that's between you and them. We cleared you that you ain't hurt, but now you got to go over there and take that field sobriety test.
Can you pronounce the name Audrey?
How do you pronounce it?
She's smart not to talk, right?
From the door.
Just so they can get out of here.
The eyes and the beverage that was in your vehicle smells of alcohol.
The beverage.
So, where you look, don't fall, man.
Do you need to take a seat?
You want to sit down in my car?
Up to you.
Okay.
Or if you think you're fine standing.
Push me? I'm not trying to push you. You were falling backwards, so I was trying to make sure you didn't fall back. Okay?
And the reason I didn't do the, because they didn't hit her with the, because they're trying to show respect for her. Yeah, you guys, that's how that goes down when you get special and preferential treatment, I guess, huh? Let's keep on moving forward, double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys. I don't like stuff like that because I wanted to do the, you know how we do over here. It would have been fun to see that locked up, and now you got to go before another judge that you know. Watch your head. They did tell her to watch her head, though. I saw that. They let her get in there or order her own self. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Arizona. We got a real sad situation over here that I never, ever, ever want to report, ever. That's why I got you ready for it. I tried to put some laughter and some other fun in your life first before this one came up. Tragedy, when your daughter comes up missing, and the last thing you know is she was going on the first date with this guy. And then next thing you know, you don't hear from your daughter anymore until they find her buried out in Arizona in the desert. Let's get on over to Arizona, you guys. Terrible, tragic situation right here. Let's go.
Well, new tonight, we're learning more about a mother found buried in the Arizona desert. Police say that she was killed while out on a first date. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra spoke with her mother and is joining us now in studio with how she's being remembered. Gabby?
Well, talk about bad first dates. Boy, oh boy. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up before we get into this. I'm trying to get you guys some merch today. If we can get 300 likes, you're going to be getting 6 of the Our Bottom Line keychains, as well as 6 of the Our Bottom Line decals, right? That's 6 different people on this and 6 different people on that. That's 12 pieces of merch right there. All I'm asking you guys to do is get those likes up to 300. And how do you get the merch? All you guys got to do is send me an email. Where you want it sent to? bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Let's go.
Caribe, this family has a lot of questions about what happened to 21-year-old Ariana Jones, but the question they want answered the most is why. A young mother with her whole life ahead of her.
She's a beautiful, beautiful girl. She had a beautiful soul.
21-year-old Ariana Jones was loved by many, especially her 2-year-old son.
She loved her son so much, and that's how I knew that something was wrong.
Sophia Sardinez tells me she last heard from her daughter on the 4th of July. When Jones stopped responding to text messages and phone calls, Sardinez went to her Glendale apartment, finding signs of forced entry.
A heaviness over my shoulder, and it was like, I was so scared to go through her apartment because I felt that feeling of like she was dead. I don't know why.
According to court records, Jones was last seen on a first date with a man she met online. Detectives used cell phone data and surveillance video to track the pair from her apartment to a movie theater in North Phoenix and then to a remote desert area near Lake Pleasant. That's where Glendale police say 24-year-old Dominic Rodolico allegedly killed Jones and buried her body.
She didn't deserve to be put in a grave like that. She didn't deserve My baby didn't deserve any of that.
Jones was a stylist with dreams of owning her own business.
She was very, very determined, always, since she was a little girl.
What she wanted most, her mother says, was a family. Now her son will grow up without her.
I can tell that he misses her by the way his face turns sometimes. Like, it's just, you see the sadness in his face.
But Sardinez plans on telling him how much his mother loved him.
And I'm going to make sure that he never forgets her.
The suspect, Rodolico, is facing 1 count of first-degree premeditated murder and is being held on a $2 million cash bond. Sardinez tells me she plans on attending all of his court appearances. A fundraiser was created to help Jones pay for funeral expenses. We have a link to that on 12news.com. In studio, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
All right. Oh, sad situation right there, you guys. Sad situation right there. I hate that happened. Hate that happened to her. We want to pray for the mother who lost her life. We want to pray for the young toddler, 2-year-old, because now he has to grow up without a mother. Hopefully they find some other ways to keep her memory alive so that he can know how much his mother loved her. And I also want to pray for the grandmother because she's going to need strength as well as much assistance as she possibly can have now to raise that little boy by herself. Want to pray for her soul. Let's pray for situations like this. And fellas, man, if it ain't working out, just get up out of there, man. Like, doing something like this is phenomenal. It's crazy. And he deserves to get whatever they give him. I got to just say that. He deserves to get whatever they give him, plus more. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. I hate reporting stories like that. I don't even like saying the word hate, but I don't like reporting stories like that. Let's get on over to Ohio. We got another one. Suspect. That's right. His name is Hanut Abdullah. He's wanted in the 2021 powwowing, and now he's in custody in Columbus as he was extradited from Somalia. That's right. That's what authorities are saying, you guys. I don't even know how I was able to say his name. It's Hanut Abdullah.
In connection to a 2021 deadly shooting in Columbus is in custody. This is Hanut Abdullah, and he is charged with murder for shooting and killing 24-year-old Bryce Pearson on the city's west side. After a years-long fugitive operation, Abdullah was arrested in some...
That face? Woo! look like what you look at after you stand up after you get up off the toilet. Lord have mercy.
Somalia. He was extradited to the United States and is now on his way back to Columbus. Officials believe a second suspect, Tahir Saeed, also is wanted in connection to the shooting and is still in Somalia.
Look innocent, right? Like you'd never expect him to be wanted for something like this, right?
Tonight we are hearing from the Persang family for the first time.
Jeff, Yolanda, federal agents say it took years to pinpoint Abdullah's location. Tonight, the Persang family says they are grateful for the relentless work from law enforcement.
We've been on the goal line for almost 5 years.
For nearly 5 years, Bryce Persang's family fought for justice while the man accused of killing him remained on the run.
Obviously, I am overwhelmed. There were many moments that I felt like it was an elusive dream in order to see justice for my son.
Investigators say Abdullah left the country after the shooting. A years-long operation led officials to find and arrest him in Somalia.
Anytime we have one of our fugitives leave the country, it poses a lot of challenges. This one, probably a lot more than typical.
Officials believe a second suspect wanted in connection to the shooting, Tahir Saeed, is still in Somalia. They say they are continuing to search for him. Bryce's mother, Catherine, says she's grateful law enforcement never gave up on her son's case.
I just want to say that I am filled with joy, and I'm internally grateful for all these gentlemen in the room and all the ones that I didn't get to meet for their hard work and dedication and being Bryce's voice and our voice.
Now, investigators tell us they believe there is some type of relationship between the suspects and the victim. Reporting live in Columbus, Kristen McFarland, 10 TV News.
And when we get more information on that story, we will be bringing that to you guys as well. Let's go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up. If you guys don't have a glove, what are you waiting for? And if you have not subscribed, we're working on going up to 74,000 subscribers. And we're right there. Let's see if we can do that. Can we hit that 74 mark? Let's try to do that as well. Now we got another situation in Philadelphia, you guys. This is another one. Watch out in PA and be careful in Philly. I done told you about it already. We got a contractor that lost his life, and it was linked to a group of con men. And we reported these con men before. You guys probably remember we reported these illegals that were going around and putting out contracts on people's houses and saying that they were going to do certain work. They would ask to get a deposit, and then they would come back and say, we're going to need some more money because we didn't notice that it was going to be this much more work to do. Those con men, you guys know what I'm talking about if you've been watching the show. Let's see what happened is one of them lost his life. I guess somebody got tired of his games. How about that? Let's go.
In Philadelphia, a homeowner is accused of shooting and killing a contractor who's now being connected to the traveling con men fraud group.
Probably couldn't take it, man. So everybody not going to be able to just lay down and let you get them for their dough. Somebody didn't want to let you get them, and look what happened. Look what happened.
May recall our consumer team just did a 3-part series on the surge of these Irish and UK travelers here in our state and all throughout the country.
That's exactly what they just said, Audrey Durham, like the Irish travelers. You're on point. There you go, Audrey.
NBC Connecticut consumer investigative reporter Jennifer Joes spoke with Homeland Security about this group. She joins us live with what she learned. Hey, Jen.
Hey, we've been investigating this fraud group for 7 months now, and we've actually identified several contractors here in Connecticut that follow the same pattern. Now, after this shooting happened, we confirmed with Homeland Security that this Philly contractor
got popped in Connecticut. They wasn't having it.
Is connected to the group.
Detectives were all over this Roxborough neighborhood in Philadelphia after a 20-year-old contractor was shot and killed. His name is Salas Hanrahan. And we have since learned through Homeland Security that Hanrahan was from the United Kingdom, came into the U.S. illegally, and was part of this traveling con men fraud group. HSI says it's a multi-state construction and money laundering fraud scheme. The contractors will quote a low price initially and then demand more money after inspecting properties and telling homeowners they need major repairs.
So they go there and be like, oh, it's going to be like $500. And you're like, really? Okay, cool. Let me give you the deposit or whatever like that. Then they be like, oh, I'm sorry. We saw more problems. It's going to be $5,000. And you're like, yo, hold on a minute. How that quote just jumped to 100% like that? What's going on with y'all? And that's when the problem comes in. But everybody not stupid.
We recently spoke with Homeland Security about this scam.
These groups can be very sophisticated. They do a very good job of giving the appearance or the illusion of legitimacy.
Mike Holmes says the old shamrock.
Jeffrey Grimming, the acting special agent in charge for New England, says this scam has been happening for decades.
Wow.
Most recently here over the past 4 or 5 years, there has been an increase.
Police have not revealed what led to the shooting in
I guess they probably say, yo, I guess it's an oldie but a goodie because it works.
Philadelphia, or said whether the homeowner was being scammed. But we want to make sure you know there are resources available. If you're uncomfortable with the work being done by a contractor or feel like you're being taken advantage of, you have the right to pause the work, get a second opinion, and even call the police. The Department of Consumer Protection would be your next resource. You can call in advance of someone doing work at your home to see if there's been any complaints. And certainly, you can call them after the work has started and file a complaint.
Hey, you guys got problems, you can always call the Consumer Complaint Board. Always know that. Liberty and Justice says if you want to support the show, donate to your favorite host. Cash App, Boogotti NYC. BOOGOTTI NYC. And speaking of Cash App, I saw one come through. We got to show some love to Miss Swanza. Thank you so much, Miss Swanza, for showing love. We appreciate you over here. Let's keep on going, because you know they trying to act funny on us. They ain't messing around with us. They don't think that we can do it again. I said to myself, yo, Boogotti, let's try to start it from the seed over here. I'm talking about I'm so into this, and I got no problem with doing it. I will have no problem starting this all the way up from the infantile stages, because I just love coming here anyway to hang out with you guys in the morning anyway. So it don't make me no never mind. We're going to be doing this for a long time. So keep on tuning in, y'all. Let's go. 860-6110. I'm assuming that's probably a number that you can call in this area, but we're talking about the Consumer Complaint Board, you guys. You got to get at these folks while they're working, or even if they already got a complaint, they're talking about they want more money, call the police. And no, ain't none of that snitching crap around here. We homeowners. We're not trying to deal with all of that crap. Let's go.
And your town building inspector can also be a really great resource. They have firsthand experience with contractors in
the building inspectors. Call the building inspectors too. Be like, you know this company over here? Yeah, call on them. BBB, the Better Business Bureau. I bet you they leave you alone talking about some more money.
area. We're also here to help too. So you can scan the QR code on your screen. Let us know if you have ever been scammed. And if you missed our 3-part series,
No, we're going to keep on going over here because we got to work. We over our bottom line, knocking it out and taking them down. You guys, y'all need to learn how to have fun with your environment. You really want to make content, certain things that you really want to do, just be expressive in what's around you. Use something that's so simple, because sometimes the simple things are the best. It shows expression. It shows character. Look at this perfect example I'm showing you guys right here behind me. Not me, even though I do show expression and character. Let's keep on moving forward. I want you to see what a family in Iowa does as they create viral water silhouettes. Looks like something that you never saw before. Something that you definitely want to try to, maybe want to mimic this one day. Anybody ever saw something like this before? Check this out.
How many people can say that heat fuels their artistic vision? Look at that. That is so cool. While trying to stay cool, one family in Iowa has been utilizing their garden hose. This is really creative. Creating those water silhouettes. Then they post the pics online. Over the past 2 summers, Carter, Parker, and their mom, Megan, picked up millions of views while finding relief from the heat as well.
Do you see that? Millions of views doing something cool just like that. That's cool, right?
That is a really fun way to celebrate horribly hot summer.
Oh, wow. And those are turning out way better than I thought that they would.
Yeah, I think that from what I'm seeing there,
y'all see Mary Poppins back there? Come on, y'all know Mary Poppins. Everybody know Mary Poppins. But look, the cool thing is how he did it. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. You can be expressive and do whatever you want to do to create art. It's fun. It's talent. That's cool, right?
And those are turning out way better than I thought that they would.
Yeah, I think that from what I'm seeing there, the trick is that you just spray a little bit of water.
Oh, yeah.
Like you
that's a
fight
good
that
point.
temptation to really douse yourself.
Right,
That's
right.
a good one.
Wow, that's really cool.
Very.
Yes, you guys, I wanted you guys to see that. I saw it in passing. I said, you know what? I think they would like that. You guys have houses and garden hose and kids. Show it to them. Bippity boppity boop. That's right. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. One of my favorite movies. You guys stop playing with me, man. Stop it. You think I wasn't down? Come on now, let's go. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to California. Knows how to party. West Coast in the city of LA. City of LA. Yeah, y'all, we got to get on over to California. And this is another one of those stories and one of those sequences where it goes here to boom. Sorry I had to do it to you, but it's news and it's real. They got him, y'all. Convicted illa. His name is Devontae Ford. He was captured in California, many miles away from where he was being looked for. And guess what happened to him? He got locked up and he ain't getting out. Watch your head. Yep, long trip back, looking at that little Chihuahua, Chinese restaurant over there, pizza shop. We ain't gonna see that for a long time, Devontae Ford. Let's get on over here and see what's going on with you.
This morning, a convicted killer on the run for nearly 2 years is finally back in custody, and it all started with a man trying to skip a train fare more than 2,000 miles away.
Pay your fare. You got caught trying to hop the train, and they got you.
From us here in Georgia, police will tell you there's no such thing as a routine stop, and they point to things like this as the reason why. Transit police in the San Francisco Bay Area say they spotted a guy trying to skip his train fare. Came to find out he's not only a convicted killer, he's also a fugitive from Georgia. And here he is, 27-year-old Devontae Ford. The police say he tried to run when they tried to stop him at that BART station in California, but they caught him after a short chase.
I know one thing. Woo, Lord of mercy, don't you curse me. If you don't got a head like Little Bill with doo-doo mop on the top of it, I don't know what's going on with that dome alone. Now, I got a big head. I'm not going to front like I don't. But Lord, what's going on? You got to look at somebody's head for what it is. Like once he cut all that crap off his head, where does his forehead begin? Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ. Man, you need to straight up go bald.
They gave him, he gave them a fake name, but they checked his fingerprints and that told the real story. He'd been on the run from Georgia for almost 2 years after he was convicted of murdering Skylar Gilmore, he used to hear, a transgender woman shot and killed inside her Stone Mountain apartment. Prosecutors say Ford and a second man followed gang orders in killing her. The DA's office says Ford was out on a $20,000 bond at the time. He sat through 2 days of his trial, and that's when he vanished. This is what
He's like, this trial ain't going good for me. I'm out of here. He said, I'm going all the way California. They're going to have to catch me in the smoke.
Gilmore's dad told 11 Alive at the time.
We just need to get this guy off the street because he's a bad guy, man. He's a bad guy.
Well, this morning, Devontae Ford is off the street. He is in jail on the West Coast. He'll be extradited back to Georgia to finally begin serving that life sentence.
Now we got another situation over here in the foothills where these people thought that they wasn't going to get caught. You know how you got people always like, man, we way back in the woods. Them police ain't ever going to be able to catch us. If they come back here, all we got to do is go around that corner, run over here. Well, guess what? Y'all thought wrong. Because those police organized, they got together, and they set it up to come get y'all early one Sunday morning. Police was knocking on your door. And that's right, you guys. Y'all got it. Got him a 12-piece with no biscuits. Come on, y'all. We got to get on over here to Fresno. 12 people arrested in a large multi-agency operation in Fresno. Talking about they was in the foothills and they wasn't going to be able to catch them. That's what you thought. Yeah, man, let's go. Never outthink the popo when they want you. I'm telling you, when they want you, they're going to come find a way to get you.
Breaking in Fresno County, Action News has learned several law enforcement agencies have completed a massive operation in the county's foothill communities. More than 100 officers spent hours searching the area. The sheriff's office confirms 12 arrests were made during its Gold Star operation.
That's one of those, oh, they never gonna come down in the foothills. If we come over here, yeah, well, guess what? Watch your head. Got him.
Thanks for joining us tonight for Action News Live at 6. I'm Warren Armstrong.
And good evening, I'm Margot Kim. We're live on ABC 30, Disney Plus, and wherever you stream. One of the suspects arrested in this operation was the #1 target of the Fresno County Sheriff's Office.
Action News reporter Vincent Camarillo explains the pursuit and the planning that went into this law enforcement effort.
A massive multi-agency mission unfolding in Fresno County.
We can touch you wherever you are in Fresno County, even if you're on the back roads, up in the mountains.
Wednesday, the Fresno County Sheriff's Office launching its Gold Star operation. More than 130 officers, 17 allied agencies, local, state, and federal, tasked with searching more than 50 locations throughout the foothill and mountain communities.
They thought they was good, y'all.
Weeks of planning, getting together, doing workups on each of these locations for officer safety, vetting our targets, looking into locations where they're going to be at, and trying to make the operation as successful as possible.
Early Wednesday morning, teams received their assignments and began canvassing the area. Some locations were the home of parolees, where officers would perform compliance checks. Others housing wanted fugitives known to law enforcement. Lieutenant Preston Little telling us they had several leg bails, suspects running away once officers arrived.
No one knows that we're coming today. This is a surprise operation. Something that we, again, keep secret. Lots of planning, lots of personnel involved.
Those that were caught brought back to this command post in
Damn, not Grandpa caught him too?
Auberry.
What, he was making moonshine back there?
Arrest processed here on site before being taken away by deputies. Our cameras catching the moment law enforcement brought in the man they said was their #1 target, Mark Cruz. Wanted for felony evasion, he rammed a stolen car into a Clovis police patrol vehicle. He's also received multiple weapons charges and is a person of interest in several other cases.
Got him. Silver bracelets. Y'all know the song. Silver bracelets. Silver bracelets. They're one size fits all for everybody. Watch your head. Let's go, you guys. We got more to get into now. We got to get up. We got to keep on going because it's not just one thing going on. All over the place. We're going to stay in Arizona real quick because you know how we do it. Sometimes we just compile it and we stay there. We got to go. Let's get on over to Arizona where a massive brawl breaks out in Arizona and an in and out during a devastating monsoon. So now imagine this. You go to the in and out because you're hungry. Plus there's a monsoon going on outside. So you're not even thinking about going nowhere because there's a monsoon going on outside. And all of a sudden, some YNs, that's right, you guys, some YNs just start getting into it. So now, you don't know if you want to run into the monsoon or if you want to try to stick it out inside where the fight is going on at. And I don't mean a regular fight. I'm talking about everybody start getting it in to the point where diving, jumping, punching, jumping out the window with this one. Check this out, you guys. Look at homeboy over here. Innocent nerd guy, just got off of work at Target, sitting down having a burger. Next thing you know, everything breaks out. He don't even think about that food no more. He ready to get the hell out of there, but he's scared to leave because there's a monsoon going on. Let's go, you guys. Come on over, check this out.
Get out of here, bro.
Now, witnesses video captured the chaos as one man was knocked to the floor by a single punch and customers scrambled to get out the way. Move, trick, get out the way. But the problem is, again, where you gonna run to? Nowhere to run in the monsoon. Come on, y'all. Now, the confrontation reportedly happened while heavy monsoon rains drove people indoors, packing the restaurant with customers trying to escape the monsoon, the storm. Homeboy said, yo, I need a refund on my burger. C. Grab said, I need a refund right now, yo. Jelena said, I'm gonna take a chance, I'm leaving. Wait a minute, $30 hamburger meal, I'd be upset. Y'all not playing right now. Them burgers is not cheap at In-N-Out, right? Thank you, y'all. If you ain't paying, you ain't staying. Now the monsoon struck, the storm struck Phoenix area around the 13th, starting with a dust storm, and that's how they happen out there. I used to live in Phoenix.
Get your 13 tanker.
It was followed by heavy rain and thunderstorms. I used to live out there, so I know. See how people act? You can't even be calm in a monsoon. Jesus Christ. Making the rain come down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Explosion. Overpowering. Don't you dare. You better move. That was coming down like a monsoon right there. LL Cool J, Mama said knock you out. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, ripping my peers. That's my joint right there, you guys. Let's go. Making the rain come down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Explosion. Overpowering. Let's go, y'all. Daytona. Are we going? Where we at now? Oh, still going down. Still going down. Again, another place, another time. Let's get on over to Dayton. We got to get on over to Ohio, where 3 teenagers are charged as adults in an Edley Arcade pow-powing of. Wait a minute, really? I don't even want to say that part. I don't want to say that part. Oh, not a father out here, no.
Prosecutors moving to charge 3 teens as adults after a father was shot and killed in Dayton. I'm
gonna tell you guys how this one happened. He gets out of the car with his son, minding their business, going to get something to eat in the gas station. They like, yo, y'all got any trees? Any marijuana? You know what I'm saying? So the father's like, no, we ain't got none of that. They go in the car and inside, buy something for his son. As they come back out, 4 guys waiting for him around his car. Pow him and rob his son and run off.
Carly Kerger in Dayton with developments in the investigation.
Jameer Brown and Jamal Liddell Burrow, 2 of the teens involved in a deadly shooting at the Main Mart in Dayton, are now being tried as adults. Back on July 1st, the first teen, Charles Javen Smith, was transferred to adult court. All 4 juveniles involved have been charged with 4 counts of murder, 2 counts of felonious assault, and 2 counts of aggravated robbery, all including firearm specifications. Back on June 14th, prosecutors say the teens had been loitering in the parking lot of the Main Mart. 37-year-old Joshua Fuller and his 15-year-old son were headed into the store when they were approached by one of the teens asking if they had marijuana.
You guys say it's rough out there in Dayton? I didn't know that, but thanks for letting me know. It's real out there, huh?
Fuller said no, and they headed inside. When Fuller and his son were leaving the store, investigators say the 4 juveniles were surrounding Fuller's car, and one of the juveniles shot and killed Fuller with no explanation.
They committed the ultimate act of violence, a very adult crime, and they must face adult penalties. We simply cannot tolerate such brazen and extreme violence taking over our neighborhoods.
Prosecutors say the shooter and 2 of the juveniles immediately ran from the scene. They say the 4th juvenile then pulled out a gun, pointed it at the son, and went through Fuller's pockets before also running away. The 4th juvenile...
Now imagine your dad is down from something happened like this. You still at the car, dazed because your pops is already down, and they come put it on you and try to go through your pockets. 14 years old. Can you imagine the trauma he probably going through?
Juvenile involved, Lamar Deshaun Smith, is still at large.
Having such senseless and violent crime in the neighborhood is frightening. These juveniles planned and organized an armed robbery and ultimately killed Josh Fuller in front of his son.
Scan the QR code on your screen. That'll take you to our homepage. And as we receive updates, you'll find them there immediately.
And you already know we do this every day over at Our Bottom Line, so we ain't got to scan jack. All you got to do is chime in every day at 6 o'clock in the morning for trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Also, the health and wellness section. Got to pray for the father in this situation. I want to pray for the son as well, who's going to definitely be dealing with this for a very long time. I want to pray that they get these three off the streets because they're past the point of being able to be taught and helped. And I hope that they're going to be held in prison for much longer than what they call adult life, which means that if you do a crime like this and you're under the age of 15 years old, if they give you life, that means you get out when you're 21 years old. So again, we're happy that they're being charged as adults because this means they're going to get the real 25 with the L. Let's keep on moving forward and pray for the family, the son, and everybody in this situation. Amen, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to San Diego now. Let's go over where dozens of Gilsnang members are charged in a Hunter, I can feel it, Biden situation. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The Coca-Cola, but take off one of the words, and that's what we're talking about. A big takedown. We got to go over here and check out this takedown in San Diego, you guys. Let's go.
30 defendants indicted. The message is simple. San Diego is a paradise, but it is not a gangster's paradise. Not surprisingly, the market attracted individuals with lengthy and serious criminal records.
Now, excuse me for being green and not being out there too much. I didn't even know that they were selling that. How you say it? So try not to get in no trouble. I always say Hunter, I can feel it biting. But The Rock, they still selling Krillsnack, y'all? For real? They still selling Krillsnack?
At least 22 of the defendants have prior felony convictions, mostly for drug sales. 5 defendants are presently subject to some form of post-conviction supervision. Today's indictments are about more than enforcing the law.
Really?
They're about reclaiming public streets for the people who actually live there. Streets should belong to families walking their children to schools, neighbors freely gathering at restaurants, businesses open to serve the community, not to open-air drug markets populated by dangerous felons. To the residents who endured this every day, living in fear and filth, we heard you. We will not allow any neighborhood to become a marketplace for misery.
Got 30 of them, and I can't even front. That was a big hit right there. Got 30 of them off the street right there. You guys, San Diego ain't playing. Let's go, you guys. We got to get on over to Texas. I think you out there in Texas right now, ain't you, 55? Come on, 55. Come on, y'all. Chill with your boy Boogotti. Hot topics, current events, great chat, current headlines, good vibes on Our Bottom Line. The platform is called Our Bottom Line. Let's keep on going, you guys. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? We're getting up to 74,000 subscribers, and we can do it today. Also, you guys, I don't know if you want to go ahead and double tap that screen and make sure that we get up to that 300 mark, because if we can reach 300 today, I'm going to be sending out 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains. Also, 6 of these Our Bottom Line decals. That's 12 pieces all together. How do we get them, Boogotti? You got to email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com after you hit that 300 like mark. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Fort Worth, Texas, where a dentist has been arrested after a child lost her life. Can't do the jokes on this one, you guys. It's too serious, because when a parent trusts you with their child, that's exactly what they're doing. They're trusting their life they're trusting your child's life to you, especially when you're a dentist and when it has to do with anesthesia. This little girl never woke up, and it's all because of the dentist. Let's go, you guys. Come on. We got a dentist over here that gladly, hopefully, will never do practice again.
A Fort Worth dentist is in jail after a 4-year-old girl died during a dental procedure. An arrest affidavit details multiple mistakes, starting with a lethal combination of medications given to the child. Fox 4's Lori Brown, live in Fort Worth with the story. Lori.
Clarice, the arrest affidavit for Dr. Chriselle Hemphill shows that the amount of pain medication given to the 4-year-old little girl would have been toxic even for an adult. And the doctor then tried to give her a drug to reverse the effects, and it was the wrong kind of medication.
From the outside, Cuddle Kids Dental Care looks like a caring and safe place for a child's dental procedure. But an arrest affidavit for the dentist, Dr. Chriselle Hemphill, describes reckless actions that ended a 4-year-old girl's life. Aitana Arriaga was getting a procedure done on her tongue April 1st. According to the affidavit, Dr. Hemphill gave Aitana a clear liquid medicine in a red cup. Aitana didn't like the taste, but Dr. Hemphill encouraged her to drink all of it. She then took the child back for the procedure, but told her mom that she was not allowed in the room.
During that procedure, anesthesia was provided to the 4-year-old.
So first she gave her medication, now she's gonna put her under anesthesia.
When the procedure was done, as they were attempting to wake her up from the procedure, she was unresponsive.
A temp dentist came in to assist with CPR. Paramedics arrived and took Aitana to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. According to the medical examiner, Aitana was given a powerful opioid pain medication called meperidine. The amount in her system was double the amount one would give to an adult. On top of that, according to an expert cited in the affidavit, they performed chest compressions and used a defibrillator for a heart that hadn't stopped. According to the board-certified anesthesiologist interviewed, she needed an open airway, head tilt, jaw lift, stimulation, and Narcan to reverse the respirator depressant effects. Instead, they gave her flumazenil, which reverses drugs she wasn't given. Dr. Hemphill was located Wednesday and charged with reckless injury to a child. Officer Brad Perez with the Fort Worth Police Department says an important part of this is what Aitana's mother should have been allowed to do. A reminder for parents to know their rights.
The one thing that I would suggest or strongly suggest is to make certain that if you feel you want to be there when your child is undergoing a procedure or so forth, then assist on that. Because I believe that this mother was wanting to check on this child but was unable to do so while the procedure occurred. Perhaps the mother could have seen signs that the doctor was not seeing at the time.
According to the Texas State Board of Dental Examiners, Dr.
Thanks,
Hemphill
Rachel.
had no disciplinary record with the state. Her license is still listed as active. Clarice.
Heartbreaking.
And you guys heard that last part, right? Her license is listed still as active. That goes to show you how they good with paperwork out here, right? And following up when situations happen, you guys. I'd like to pray for that little girl. It does not deserve to not be here anymore. We're talking about a 4-year-old. Her mother who never expected anything to happen like this. And we want to pray for them and the mother to get some energy, some strength to get through this tragic moment that she lost her little princess. All of the family members, her father, probably brothers and sisters, never expected not to see their little sister anymore. I want to pray for the family and everybody affected by this in this situation. Give this family strength and help and healing throughout this tragic time, Lord. We ask you today. Amen. Let's keep going, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to New York, the Bronx. Don't feel like singing it on this one. Don't feel like singing it. We got a 29-year-old not here anymore. Fatally powed in the head in the Bronx, you guys. Sad part about it is, what was this guy doing? He was inside of a club selling shades, hustling. Already had a girlfriend, married to a girl and all of that. But it broke out inside of this club, and guess what happened, you guys? Somebody didn't make it home that night. That's why I don't really be doing it for the clubs and hanging out at night anymore, because situations like this. Let's get on over to Riverdale.
Yeah, Marcy, we continue to be here just steps from where police tell us a 29-year-old man was shot in the head inside of this bar and restaurant right behind me on Jerome Avenue, and this all happened just after 4 this morning. Now, when we arrived, we spoke to the victim's wife, who tells us his name was Jamie.
My bad, Fordham and Jerome. Fordham and Jerome.
Now that's Michelle's emotional cry, calling to her husband of 5 years in Spanish to get up and walk to her. Her call coming just steps from where the victim's body lays this morning in front of Maribella Bar Restaurant. Police tell us the shooting happened inside of that venue at 2362 Jerome Avenue just after 4 this morning. Now, neighbors also say the location is known to hold several parties throughout the week. Now, Michelle shared this picture on your screen now of Jamie, who she says was known in the area as a DJ, but last night he was inside selling sunglasses.
Había una fiesta y él vino a vender unos lentes. Me llamó. Estaba allá adentro, me llamó. Después me hizo una llamada, mamá me hizo una llamada.
Now, Michelle also tells me that she received a call from Jamie at around 4 this morning, but unfortunately she was unable to pick up. Now, at this time, police tell us the investigation continues, and they tell us, our sources tell us at least, that they are searching for 2 people that are believed to be behind this deadly shooting. That's the latest here in Fordham. Jonathan Calixto, back to you, Marcy.
I wear my sunglasses at night, so I can't, just believe it or not, people do wear sunglasses at night in the club, whoever said that in the comments. Not only that, but you know that people are going to have money in the club. So if you have some designer club, some shades that even if they're not real, 9 times out of 10, you might be able to get a pair of shades off or 2 because the guy might want to stunt. You know how they do. Fake watch, fake shades. You never know, even if it's real. But who's to say whatever he was doing, it was legal and he wasn't bothering anybody? How about that part? That's the sad part about it. Yeah, it just really sucks. Wrong place at the wrong time. You're right about that, Jay Castro. Want to pray for the brother Jamie and want to pray for his wife. Sad situation here. Want to pray if they have any children and want to give her strength because you can hear it in her voice. She was crying from her soul. She's really hurt behind this situation. Missed her husband and her man, now he's gone. He's not going to be here anymore. All because it's 9 times out of 10 some stupidity or an argument. That's what I'm talking about, you guys. Is it worth it anymore to go to the clubs at night? Is it even worth it? Amen. Let's keep going, you guys. We got to get on over to London, where we got this lone Argentina fan in a Messi jersey rescued by the police. Seems like they taking a little bit of hints from New York Knicks fans. Remember when the Knicks was ripping jerseys off and stuff like that? I guess they pretty tired about this right now. What happened, you guys? Did Messi actually win? Did they do something to hurt the Londoners? Because check this out, you guys. I mean, like, they really peed off about this one lone fan. All he's doing is walking in minding his business, you guys. What's going on with this? Literally needed a police escort. I bet you he's scared. He like, man, this ain't enough police right now. I need to take this jersey off and throw it to them. Talk about outnumbered. What you mean he's outnumbered, Jay Castro? He ain't got, they all outnumbered. Look how many people. How come so many people is following this dude? I'm waiting for y'all to tell me what's going on. Yes, it's just a kid. Now, one thing I did notice on this that I normally do, I like to go to the comments. And I saw one person, and you know how we do it over here. I see some people here. If only they cared as much about their country. That's in the comments. Another one is, and here is the winner. A day is Messi. Another one, Yet all Londoners are quiet about the 250,000 plus young girls who have been abused and Tilsnortured. And then one other one that says, what idiots, and I'm a Londoner. What idiots, and I'm a Londoner. That's what one of them said, you guys. Let's keep on going, because sometimes you got to go to the comments to see what people are saying. Let's get into it. Let's keep on moving. Double tap that screen. Yeah, you see what happened in New York? In New York with the UK is cooked, bro. There are fans and there are fanatics. You're right. True. No chicks in that crowd. You saw that, right? Those comments, for real, for real. You saw the comments, right? Idiots. Disgusting. Let's keep on going forward, you guys, because what if all of a sudden, I mean, I've heard of it all before. What if you get trapped in a porta potty? What are you going to do? I mean, I don't even like that disinfectant that they use inside of the porta potty. If I go in a porta potty, let me show y'all how it goes down. Are y'all ready for this? And fellas, if you ever did this before, let me know. And I apologize if I'm offending anybody, but I'm going to try not to. This is how you go into a porta potty. Whew. That's how you go into a porta potty, y'all. Anything less would be uncivilized. Just like winding up inside of the slushy, nasty water. Oh, I'm dead. Kill me. Don't even take me out. Put bombs inside of there and murder me while I'm in there. Use it as my last resting place. Don't even take me out. You guys ain't gonna believe this story. Come here. Come here. Let's go. We got a man that was trapped in a porta potty tank for 8 hours. I'm not talking about where the area where you sit down at. No, I'm not talking about that. No, I'm not this morning, this Saturday morning. Because if it would have been that, you wouldn't have been able to get up and down, try to mess with the door, use your phone, something. No. He dropped a Mountain Dew bottle inside and wanted to retrieve it. So he went inside. Let's go. You're going to see his head pop out of the hole. Lord knows how many people use that thing. And I'm sorry.
Here to set the story straight for what happened on July 14th, 2026. My name is Chip Counterman. I am a partner with Patriot Portable Restrooms here in Kansas City. But one of our guys went to pick up an event from the World Cup and knocked on all the doors, made sure nobody was in the restrooms. He did find one of them locked, knocked on the door, and let the gentleman know he had 10 minutes to get out. Picked up everything else, went back to that toilet, and knocked again. The man inside said he was not going to get out. Luckily, a police officer on a motorcycle went by. Our driver waved him down. Cop walked up to the door and asked the man to exit the toilet. The man replied that he could not reach the door and couldn't get out of the toilet. They looked inside and didn't see anybody. The lid was closed, no one was in the restroom. It kind of startled them. All of a sudden, a head popped out of the toilet and he said, "I'm in here." The fire department came after that and tried to instruct the man to exit the toilet, and the man would not do it. And why he went in, and he told them he was retrieving a Mountain Dew bottle that he dropped in from the night before. So that put him inside of the tank for about 8 hours, if all of that was true.
8 hours, y'all, for a damn Mountain Dew bottle.
After it was cut open, the man was able to exit the toilet. Fire department did hook up water to their truck and gave him a free shower. Long story short, horrible situation. Thank you to the Kansas City, Missouri Fire Department and Police Department for all the help. Watch out falling into toilets.
You can't make this up. Literally, you can't make it up. You can't. And no, I will not be playing that story again. I will not be looking for any follow-up or anything on that story. Call me what you want. That's going to be the first story right there that... I don't want to have nothing to do with. Let's keep on going, you guys. I was just playing with you guys. I really didn't have to chug it all. I was just doing that. I'm a good actor when it comes down to certain stuff. Let's keep on going, you guys. Liberty and Justice says, if you want to support the show, donate to your favorite host. Cash App, BOOGOTTINYC. Thank you so much, Miss Swanza, for the earliest Cash App. See if anybody try to match you. Who's that? Literally, ain't that nasty? That was nasty. That was a good story, but it was nasty. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Let's go, you guys. We got to get on over to the Bronx. You know when it's the Bronx, we got to knock it out the park with the song all the time. That's right, the Bronx Bombers, that's where they really say the song at, in Yankee Stadium. That's where we get the song to get the most play. That song right there. Now we got another situation where the NYPD are looking for a suspect who, a gas station in the Bronx at Unpoint. This foolio was on one of them e-bikes, covered his face and his head. All I think they need to do in this one is just follow cameras. E-bike can't go but so far, and all they need to do is follow it to a certain block, a certain destination, and you're caught. That's why it doesn't pay this much, pay anymore to do crimes like this. Because yeah, they rely on video cameras a lot, but not because they're not going to work.
NYPD is now trying to identify the suspect wanted for a gunpoint robbery at a gas station mini-mart.
Now you know he should know better than this. In a gas station, bro, like you taking it back to old school, back to Juice, when they robbed Quillez in the store in the corner. Really? What type of money you trying to get?
It happened back on July 4th in the Riverdale section on the Bronx. Police say the suspect pointed a gun at a 32-year-old clerk and stole about $2,000 from the cash register. The suspect then escaped on a bicycle heading south on Broadway.
You get about 18 months, 2 years if you get caught for this one.
No injuries were reported. NYPD is now
stealthy. Look at the bike.
trying to identify.
You see the e-bike right there? So all they really going to do is track that bike. All they're going to do is keep their eyes on wherever that bike turned this corner, how far it went this way, it pinged that way. It's going to probably lead them right to his house. Stupid. Dun-dun-dun. You got to be out of your mind. I'm good. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. That was stupid. That was real dumb. In Durham, North Carolina, it's very normal to see kids like this. He ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. That's a scary job right there, right? Let me, wait a minute, let me more than fall in. He jumped. Yeah, he jumped in there. Camera's gonna get you. They're gonna get him in there. He's gonna be caught real easy. All they're gonna do is follow his bike. He's stupid. His house and every criminal along the way. Stupid, idiot, stupid crook. Yeah, they don't even know what they're doing no more. They don't. And you see how he had the little towel, the t-shirt on his head? And yeah, okay. They're going to get the t-shirt too. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. We got to go over to what does coffee actually do inside of your body? Let me ask this question real quick to Lisa. I'm sorry, yeah, Lisa. Do you happen to know this? Hey, Lisa, we're talking to you. 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. Do you actually know what coffee does to you? I know one thing it do for me. Oh, my God. I'll be right back, y'all. Woo! It sends me to the bathroom. Boom, 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 to drop a stinky load. I can't even lie to you guys. If I was to drink some coffee after breakfast, I tell you one thing, it does help the digestion. But I'm going to tell you another thing. Boy, oh boy, you don't need to take a laxative if you could go ahead and take you some Bustelo. I don't know why them fellas could drink that Bustelo in the morning, because by lunchtime, you in the bathroom talking about so functified. Don't nobody go in there for about 35, 45 minutes. I'm talking about for real. That espresso and that coffee sends you certain ways right to the bathroom. Don't think I think I don't know. Yeah, I think I don't know. Come on now. A lot of people drink coffee after they have a big meal because it helps settle their stomach. But a lot of people in the morning, you don't even realize why you want that coffee. Because at 11 o'clock, you're ready to do this. You know how when you're straining so hard, the front of your head feel like it's coming back? Thought I was the only one that felt that way, right? Let's keep on going, you guys. But what else does coffee actually do to the inside of your body? And also, let's look at a minute-by-minute play on it, because coffee is actually good for you, especially if you're drinking the good stuff. You guys, yeah, y'all know that feeling when you're like, Lord, can you just help me pass this one right here? And they got like a peanut on the side of it. And you're like, oh, what was that? Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's see what coffee actually does in your body minute by minute over here. I know today's Saturday morning, but I'm still keeping the PG. Y'all know when you got that little peanut on the side. Did I chew my peanuts thoroughly this week? Because I feel one coming out sideways. I'm sorry, too graphic, you guys. Let's go. I love y'all to death. I thought that you guys could handle a joke like that. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward, because now it's time for the health and wellness section. Sean, you had so much fun, we didn't even realize we was getting here. Let's go, y'all. The peanut gang. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Somebody said their body rejects coffee. That's what we talking about. The way that it rejects you and try to make you get all of that other stuff out your stomach, because I'm in the house now. Coffee will clear you out as fast, my grandmother said, as fast as a cat can lick his ass. That coffee will clear you out. Come on over here, because that's not all it does. Health and wellness section, you guys. I'm going to try to keep it together. Let's go. We got it over here. What coffee actually does inside your body minute by minute. It's actually got some real good things that it does, you guys. Come on now, especially black coffee. Be careful with it. Let's go.
You drink coffee every day. But what does it actually do inside your body? The moment it hits your stomach, coffee triggers a rise in stomach acid. On an empty stomach, this acid has nothing to work on, which is why coffee some people feeling acidic, uneasy, or slightly burning inside.
I want to know if you feel that way when you drink coffee on an empty stomach, or you like me that you were just so broke that you had to drink coffee to try to tide you over at times. Come on, we all been there. But maybe if I drink some coffee, I won't feel so hungry. You know what I'm talking about, when real is real and the fact's a fact, but I'll be damned if my stomach's not in my back. When you're broke like that, you ain't got it. You just got to drink a cup of coffee sometimes. We've been there. We all been there. Mayonnaise and lettuce sandwiches. Come on, you guys, stop it. If you think you're going to make a profit, but this is what I'm talking about right now. What happens at different times when coffee's in your stomach? The acid, that uneasy feeling sometimes. Why you might put a lot of sugar in there when it shouldn't do that. Let's go. Let's get serious right now, because we want to also talk about the good parts when you have had a meal. Let's go.
Coffee also stimulates your digestive system directly. It activates movement in your gut, which is exactly why so many people feel the urge to use the bathroom within minutes of their first cup. Within about 15 minutes, the caffeine begins entering your bloodstream, and the real effect starts in your brain. In your brain is a chemical called adenosine, which slowly builds up all day and makes you feel tired.
So I got you guys, this is the tricky part right here. Adenosine is telling the truth. Caffeine comes in and masks the truth and makes you feel like you're okay when you're still tired, but it gives you that fake boost of energy and you crash right back down. That's why they always tell you get the right amount of sleep, drink, eat food as well in the morning time. And then also, if you're going to drink coffee, it actually helps to keep that together. Because when you eat, you're not just eating on an empty stomach. Eat something, drinking on an empty stomach. Eat something when you have your coffee.
Caffeine blocks the receptors adenosine uses. Caffeine does not give you energy. It blocks your brain from feeling the tiredness that is already there.
So caffeine just blocks the feeling that you're tired until the caffeine wears out, which is normally about 4-something hours. So let's say you drink a coffee about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9, 10, 11, something like that. You're probably getting tired again and you're feeling that crash again because the caffeine is worn out.
The fatigue is hidden, not erased. At the same time, your brain releases more dopamine.
Mustard sandwich, been there before, Jeremy. Stop playing with me. Yes, and what?
Lifting your mood and focus. This is part of why that first cup feels so good and why your brain starts to crave it. Your adrenal glands also release adrenaline, the alertness hormone. Your heart rate rises slightly, your senses sharpen.
This is the good part. Your heart rate rises, maybe not so good, but your senses rise. That's why in the morning time, when you're at your most alert points, your senses are really active. You're drinking your coffee. That's why you're like, I need my cup of coffee. Because your body knows it wants to get those senses tingling, your spidey tingling. Let's go.
And your body shifts into a more awake, ready state. This is why coffee improves focus, reaction time, and alertness, and why it has become the most widely used stimulant on the entire planet. Caffeine peaks in your blood around 30 to 60 minutes after drinking.
Hold on a minute, Terry. I was away from my phone, so I'm backtracking. I drink coffee because I don't get the privilege of sleeping more than 4 hours a night. I need that blocking my job because always physical as hell. I understand you, Terry, because we get about the same amount of sleep every night so far, what you're saying. But I'm gonna need to ask you to see if you can try to get some of that extra sleep on the weekend. Just crash like crazy on Sunday if you can, also Saturday. What time do you get home from work? Can you try to slip a nap in as well? You need to start getting more rest. That's what I've been doing. I've been taking a little bit of naps right after this. Boom, then I get right back up and get back to it again. I'm making sure I get at least 6, you guys. I'm not getting 8, but I'm getting 6, and I'm finding ways to get it. We do need our rest. Let's keep going. And again, these are the amounts of time that you're going to be feeling these caffeine bursts. But again, they come crashing down. Don't think that you're getting energy from coffee. It's just a caffeine burst that will go down.
Which is when you feel the strongest effect. It also acts as a mild diuretic, gently increasing urine output, which is why heavy coffee drinking without water can leave you slightly dehydrated. Coffee is not just caffeine, though. It is rich in antioxidants, and moderate coffee intake is linked in research to several health benefits.
Good points of coffee now. Antioxidants. Let's go.
Including support for brain and metabolic health. But timing matters more than people realize. Caffeine has a half-life of around 5 to 6 hours, meaning half of it can still be in your system that long after drinking. This is why coffee in the late afternoon or evening can quietly wreck your sleep.
Because of how long it may last into your sleeping hours. And then it can affect your deep sleep because it's not giving you that deep sleep that you should be getting. You might be sleeping, but you're not getting deep sleep if you're sleeping while you had a cup of coffee a few hours ago. That's why they say you're supposed to drink coffee in the daytime, not so much at night or in the afternoon, because you never know if it's going to disturb your sleep quality.
Even if you fall asleep fine, it reduces your deep sleep without you noticing. And here is the catch with daily coffee. Your brain adapts by building more adenosine receptors, so over time you need more coffee just to feel normal. This is tolerance, and it is why skipping your coffee can trigger withdrawal headaches and fatigue.
You ever feel like that before when you skip your coffee, you get like fatigued or you get a headache? That's actually withdrawal. If you're feeling that way, you may want to wean yourself off of it or start going down to a lighter blend. Let's say if you like dark roast, take it down. Just keep going.
Your brain has adjusted around the caffeine, gents. Used well, coffee is a genuine tool. Drink it after food, not on an empty stomach. Pair it with Wallow Body Protocol. Coffee is not the enemy. Used at the right time, in the right way, it works with your body instead of
That's why a lot of people drink coffee after they have a big meal or they go to dinner. You ever see people like, hey, would you finish dinner? Hey, would you like dessert? Okay, cool, let's have some dessert. People be like, hey, just bring me out a black coffee, no sugar. Because that's what they use that for, to settle their stomachs and to get everything settled in there so they can get that process of digesting going. And plus, it gives you a little, that false sense of caffeine right there, that little rush. I think it gives you a little bit of burst of energy too. Because what you do have to remember is when you eat food, especially after a big meal, you're not finished just because you stop chewing. Now your body is processing that food. That's right, your stomach is processing, your kidneys, your liver is processing whatever you ate. That's why when we talk about going on fasts, we tell you when to stop eating, and even water and certain things can affect your fast because it's still making those parts of the body have to work. When you're on a fast, the ultimate objective is to make your liver, your kidneys, and certain parts of your body not have to work so much. And then you can start burning some of that fat off of your body and start using some of that. And then that's actually what we'll go for when it comes down to fasting. That was the health and wellness section when it comes down to coffee and the benefits of drinking coffee. That's not it though, because you know how we do it nowadays. We start with a nice graph like this to let you see what's going on. give you an idea what the benefits and the takeaways are, and then we keep on moving into other areas, like today with Dr. Tracy Marks. We're going to get into it, you guys. We got to go. We got much more work to get into. Forget to finish tasks. Right here. I said to myself, you know what, Boogotti? You're going to start to do things that's easier for you, and you're going to start to show people things that are in your life, because now it's easier for you to explain. If it's really affecting you, you can talk better about it, and they understand why you're explaining it to them. Reason why I talk about diabetes a lot. My mom lost her life to renal failure. Talk about cancer a lot. A lot of my friends lost their lives to cancer and outcomes like that. So that's why I tell you guys certain things that are relative to me, just like what I'm about to show you guys right now. Have you ever forgotten things? You started something, but you forgot that you didn't finish it? You ever tell yourself, hey, I closed the refrigerator door, but you didn't really do it? You ever walk in the kitchen and see that you got the stove still on, but you thought that you turned it off? And you get mad at yourself because I thought I turned that damn thing off. Talking to me right here. Or you're in the middle of doing one thing and you know you got to get something else done. So you stop doing that and you get the other thing going, but then you forget about it and you come back to it like, damn, all of us do it. Every single one of us do it. And thank you so much, Phil. Appreciate you. Every single one of us do these things. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to realize our issues. We're going to start facing them head on, and we're going to start working on solutions. And remember, nothing fixes itself overnight. Sometimes it takes as long as it took for you to train yourself in that instance, the same amount of time that it may take for you to get out of it. Some people may get out faster, but it's just that way in life. Just like the clouds out there, we keep on talking about the smoke plumes. Took about 3 days to get them, might be a week to get rid of them. It just happens that way. Understand your neural paths and that you're going to take a long time to get your body used to doing things, as well as your mind becoming into repetition. So let's get on over to see what Dr. Tracy Marks has to say. We're going to talk about forget to finish tasks. And guess what? Your prefrontal cortex, and it could be the problem. Check this out, you guys. Let's get into it with Dr. Tracy Marks, and why you leave tasks unfinished. Sometimes it's not your fault, and especially nowadays when we got so much things to take our minds away. Cell phone, TV, all of this stuff that our body and our brains were never designed to deal with. Let's get into it, you guys. You see her back there. We're going to give a big shout out to Dr. Tracy Marks. We're already subscribed. Today's episode is Forget to Finish Tasks. Your prefrontal cortex might be the problem. Welcome to the Health and Wellness Extension. Let's go.
Open around the kitchen, or maybe you walked away from the stove only to realize later you never turned it off. These kinds of slips can feel frustrating and even scary. These oversights are common with ADHD, but even without ADHD, stress and distraction can create the same problem. You start something, but somehow the finishing part falls through the cracks. I'm Dr. Tracy Marks, a psychiatrist, and I make mental health education videos to help you strengthen your mind, fortify your brain, and build resilience.
And make sure you subscribe to Tracy. That's right, subscribe.
Today we're going to talk about why your brain sometimes abandons tasks midstream.
I got to find out from you guys though, have you ever had that situation happen before? I want to make sure that we're showing you guys the right type of clips. It happens to me, but just because it happens to me doesn't mean it happens to you. And it may not even happen a lot. So here I go, putting myself out there. Want to know if you guys, have you ever had situations where you start, stop, or you thought that you did something but you didn't do it? How about that? Let me get a thumbs up if you understand what's going on in this clip right here, or if it's relative to you. And if it's not, hey, just give me what it is what it is. Thumbs down. I never forget anything. I always complete all of my tasks, Boogotti. I never have this problem. What are you talking about? Why are you bringing this up, Boogotti? I never have this problem. You must be a genius if you're saying that. Because if you are, I guess you ain't never forget nothing. I need to follow your lead. If you've had situations like this happen before and understand that you want to go there, let's get those thumbs up, you guys. Also, ways to start remembering these things, how to leave landmines and certain things for yourself to remember that you actually did do that. You did turn the stove off. You did do that, because now we're going to condition ourselves to create an environment that we're going to be able to remember from. Thank you, guys. Let's get into it. I see that we on point today. Let's go. Why your brain sometimes abandons tasks midstream.
And I'll share 5 practical brain-based strategies that you can use to improve your follow-through. Here's why we fail to finish tasks. When you forget to close a cabinet door or turn off the water that's running in the sink, it's usually not because you didn't care, although your partner or roommate might think that. Instead, it's because your brain never fully encoded the act of finishing. Starting a task and finishing a task involve different brain processes. Your brain is quite good at initiating activities, but maintaining attention long enough to complete them, that's where things get complicated.
You might be doing something and your kid might call you, and you got to go deal with that, and you forget about what you was doing earlier. It happens.
So here's what happens. Your working memory, the part of your brain that holds information temporarily, can only handle so much at once. If you start cooking and then your attention gets pulled to a text message, your working memory drops the stove task before you actually finished it. You may think that you finished it because you started the sequence, but the follow-through never happened. The task was abandoned midstream.
I thought I posted up the show for tomorrow, but you know what I was doing instead? Still messing around with a video, whatever like that, putting it in position and sequencing it, and then I went to go finish up the thumbnail. Not because I'm being lazy, I forgot to put the thumbnail up. Then I'm like, okay, let me go check this. 6 o'clock at night. Oh boy, you forgot to put the thumbnail up. Now you can put it up. But at least I have a checklist. That's something we're talking about, the checklist. Let's go.
For people with ADHD, this can happen a lot because the brain struggles with what's called task persistence.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with talking to yourself. There you go, C-Graph 9797, about to talk and predict what a doctor's about to say. You heard that? You see that right there, C-Graph 9797, about to say something said something that the doc. Let's go into it.
The ability to stick with a task until it's fully done. But you don't need to have ADHD as a diagnosis to experience this.
Let's go.
High stress, hormonal changes, or just living in our always-on multitasking culture can also cause these same lapses.
Yes, it can.
Let's zoom in on the neuroscience. The prefrontal cortex, which is right behind your forehead, is like your project manager. It helps you focus, sequence steps, and even see tasks through. But when it gets overloaded, say by too many distractions, its ability to track where you are in the sequence breaks down.
It's juggling.
The basal ganglia, deep inside your brain, is like your autopilot system. It's excellent at helping you initiate routine actions like
routine, stuff that you already used to doing. That's what that part of your body does. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that we're learning what the parts of our brain does. Okay, let's keep going, you guys. But you can't depend on that because that's a part of the brain that's been trained. Let's go.
like reaching for the stove knob or opening a cabinet, but autopilot isn't wired to guarantee that you'll finish the action. Without enough attention from your prefrontal cortex, the sequence gets cut short. So you may start to turn the knob, but because your mind has already jumped into something else, like checking your phone, you walk away without actually turning it all the way off. Your brain logs the start, but the completion never happens.
But in your brain, you think that you completed until you remind yourself and you go back, damn, I didn't even do that. I didn't even cut that stove off. We all relate. Let's go.
And that creates an open loop. The task is hanging in the background, incomplete. Later on, you might feel unsettled or second guess yourself because you never marked it off as done. These kinds of errors aren't new, but they've become more common because of how we live now. We've got a task switching culture. Our brains weren't designed for the constant interruptions of phones and emails and notifications.
That's why, again, I love what you guys are doing here because you're coming up with your own solutions and they're very smart. Everything that you guys are already, this is why I rock with y'all. Everything that you guys are already saying is what she says, and I love it because I'm around some smart people. That's right, you better take notes and you better give yourself little hints and things like that because that's what you need to do. Make a list Same way you're doing your supermarket list and stuff like that. Make lists. Get yourself a dry eraser board. Whatever you can do to support that, do it. Because especially a lot of people don't realize you have many more tasks nowadays than we did back in the 60s and the 50s or whatever like that. We got so much more going on nowadays, and because we have the technology to do it, your mind just goes in so many different directions and you get information faster. Emails come to you faster. People text you faster. All of this stuff that we never had before. So now our brains have to adapt to all of this information and how we're receiving it.
Notifications. Each switch drains focus from the task at hand. Then there's attention fragmentation. Even when nothing urgent is happening, we carry background noise in our heads. Worries, to-do lists, the mental load of daily life.
Right now, I'm thinking about, what's the header going to be tomorrow? What am I going to do for the health and wellness section? Because that's just how we are. We like to pre-prepare, but we're doing that about 10 or 15 things. Then we got to go do something that requires an action. And then we get a phone call. You get where she's going here?
All of that fragments our attention. And then there's stress and overload. When stress hormones stay high, the brain's ability to encode and complete tasks weakens. And
you got a stressful situation going on. You got bills, you got staff you got to run, you got all this other stuff going on. It makes it harder for you to make those other decisions, for you to do those other things as well, because you can't give them that amount of quality time that you need to dedicate to exactly those points. And they will never come out the best way that they can be because you can't get the focus on them the right way. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
Here's the paradox. The more routine a task becomes, the less conscious attention you give it. You're not standing there focused on turning off the stove. You're already planning your next move. And that's exactly when the final step can get dropped. So how do you train your brain to actually finish what you start? The answer is giving your brain better instructions, layering cues and rituals that lock in the completion. So let's look at 5 strategies that are simple, practical, and rooted in how your brain works.
We're going to do some anchors, you guys, how your brain works and how to work with your brain. And a lot of these things you're going to realize, and now you're going to be able to understand yourself better and how to get yourself to leave yourself little key points to remember and to finish things. Let's go.
Number 1 is anchor tasks to your senses. One way to improve follow-through is to narrate the action as you do it.
Oh boy, even if somebody's like, I gotta write this whole paperwork to this people to get this thing over here. Let me just go ahead and finish these people proposal because I know I gotta get this thing done and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man, I gotta get this thing done. Narrate what you're doing. Let's go. That's 1.
So for example, as you turn off the stove, say out loud, I am turning off the stove. Or when you close a cabinet, say, I'm closing the cabinet.
Let me close this damn cabinet. However you want to say it. You don't got to say it like that to make yourself look like a spinning wheel hat. You know what I'm talking about.
By speaking while your body is moving, you're engaging both sound and motion.
Sound and motion. Not only are you speaking it into action, but you're actually motioning and doing it. That's training your body to do these things. Let's go.
Your body feels the action and your ears hear the words and your brain links them together.
Your body learns things better by the actions, and being in the movement of something takes you out of just a single mind of it, because now you're actually doing it. You guys know what I'm talking about. You could think about doing the dishes, but you're thinking about it while you're doing it. You do a better version of the dishes.
This dual input, sometimes called sensory motor attention, makes it much harder for the action to slip away unnoticed. So instead of drifting into autopilot, you're holding the task in conscious awareness long enough to finish it. Number 2 is point and confirm. This one takes...
I'm going to go over there and take care of this situation right now. You know what? I think I need to get in that kitchen and blah, blah, blah. Did I do that laundry over there? Wait a minute. I think I'm going to go downtown. You see what because now you're directing yourself. That's what she's saying.
Sensory anchoring a step further by adding an intentional gesture. After you turn something off, physically point at it and say, off.
Turn that off. I mean, I don't want to do that right there, especially if you're around a whole bunch of people. You get out the car and y'all walk in the front of the movie theater, you on a brand new date, and you point to your car and say, off. She gonna say, are you okay? Oh, no. So you just be like, yeah, got that off. You know, you just do how you got to do it. Add your own little extra words. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Or when you close a cabinet door, touch the door and say closed. The act of
There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself. Ain't even nothing wrong with answering yourself.
pointing or touching creates a closure signal, a moment that tells your brain this is done. Pairing the gesture with a simple word gives your brain multiple ways to encode the memory.
This way this morning, right? I was doing push-ups, right? And I said to myself, yeah, let's knock out these push-ups. Normally I do 240. Oh, 240 of them shorties. I do 240 shorties, right? And then all of a sudden my body was like, I think you can do more. I said, really? So I did 260. And then my body was like, you can do more. So I did 280. I said, yo, can you think you can go to 300? You right there. So I banged it at 380. I said, I did 300. I said, yo, you just hit 300 shorties. That's crazy. Then I got up. And then the next time I went down, my body said to me, remember the last time you did 300. If you start going backwards now, it's not a good thing. So now my body is forcing me to do 300 shorties. I guess the action and actually the physical movements has my mind, body, and my soul cool with doing 300 shorties. 300 in the morning and 300 at night. Let's keep going.
Instead of depending on just one mental note, you've now got a stronger multi-sensory memory trace that makes the follow-through much more reliable. Number 3 is use anchor objects. Another way to support follow-through is to use your environment as a memory aid. So for example, after turning off the stove, you might place a dish towel across the knobs. Or after locking the door, you could put a sticky note on the frame that you only remove once the lock is checked.
This way, when you're looking down, it already did that. Like me, in the daytime, when I go home, I put the chain on the door and I put whatever other lock on the door, right? And this way I just hit the light and I look down the hall. Okay, I took care of that. Cool. Cut the light off and keep on doing what I gotta do.
These props work as visual anchors, physical cues that confirm that the task is complete. So instead of relying only on your working memory, you've externalized the reminder into your surroundings.
You're actually reminding yourself in a subliminal manner, Brad, by doing that. And thank you, Brad, for being like one of the only ones that stand on point. I know you other guys got a lot of stuff going on, but we got a Discord for that. So let's get on over to the people that stand on topic. Let's get on over to Brad Pitbull, who says, I tell myself to find my car keys, and I find my car keys. Giving yourself a mental, hey, where my car keys at? Where's the last place that I put them? I do that with my keys as well. But I also have one local place that I put my keys all the time. This way I know that they're always going to be there. That's also what I do as well. And that's another point that she's trying to make here. These certain anchor points so that you can remember and remind yourself of where things are going to be at. This way, when you cut the light on or when you look a certain place, it always is there or it anchors what's supposed to happen at that time. Let's keep going.
For people who struggle with distractibility, especially ADHD brains, anchor objects reduce mental load and give you a visible receipt, if you will, that the job was finished. Number 4 is building a shutdown ritual.
Okay, I got a shutdown ritual every single day. So I come in here, all right, it's time for the show to be over. I make sure I do those shorts and then click, 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 hit all the lights. Boom, I take the lights down. Then I take the suit off. Then I grab the chair. Then I start looking for videos immediately while I'm into the same feeling of doing the videos. Start looking for videos, boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, I gotta get ready for that next suit for tomorrow because now we got another episode. I take that suit, like matter of fact, there's already a suit in there. That's another thing. When I take one suit off, I take this new suit that I'm wearing tomorrow and I put it in the next place for tomorrow. That's why most of the time I can tell you guys what I'm wearing tomorrow. You have to create a routine for yourself so that you're getting used to it and it helps you out. It really does. Create a routine for yourself and set yourself up. You know you're gonna wear something tomorrow, iron that shirt today so that you don't gotta deal with that work tomorrow. Let's go.
One of the most reliable ways to make sure that tasks are finished is to turn them into part of a fixed sequence. So for example, every time before leaving the house, you might follow the same order. Keys, lights, stove, lock the door. When you repeat a routine in the same way, your brain's habit system, located in your basal ganglia, starts to automate the sequence for you.
You already have a daily routine, but we don't call it out like this. We need to call it out because part of your daily routine needs to be adapted in other areas, not as your daily routine that you're not using, but create other angles just like your daily routine. Just like grabbing the keys, turning around to check the stove, making sure the door is locked, saying the prayer before you leave the front of that door. That's one thing that my mother always do. She locks the house down and she also prays on that door, kiss that door, and then she gets up out of there. Yeah, she prays on her door. Me and my mother, she adapted that to me too. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
This means you don't have to rely as heavily on working memory or willpower to remember each step. Instead, the habit loop itself carries you through to completion. And over time, this kind of ritual turns follow through into something that you do automatically, even when you're stressed or distracted. And number 5 is insert a pause buffer before leaving an area. Take just 10 seconds to stop and scan. For example, in the kitchen, look around. Are the cabinets shut? Is the stove off? Is the sink still running? That brief pause acts like a consolidation moment for your working memory.
And if you're me, did you wipe out that sink? Because you know you got to wipe out that sink. If you're not, you're probably going to have some creepy crawlers around there because that's what they like. A lot of my friends put soap powder in their sink too. Yeah, you guys, you got to have a regimen. You got to have a system this way that you always have. You already have it, but now you got to put more systems in play, especially if you see yourself having these issues where you're starting to forget things. It's not your fault. We got a lot going on. All we're talking about is applying new systems and making them clear to identify. Let's keep going.
It interrupts the rush from one task to the next and gives your brain time to register what's been completed. Without that pause, your mind may jump ahead too quickly.
And thanks for the gifts. I appreciate that. It was a cool gift with that bus, right?
Steps unfinished. But with a buffer, you create space for your brain to lock in the closure before you move on. Why do these work? They work because they reduce your reliance on working memory, which is short-lived and easily distracted. Instead, these actions recruit stronger encoding systems that hold on to the task more securely. Narration uses language. Gestures use motor and sensory networks. Anchor objects externalize memory into your environment. Shutdown rituals turn completion into a habit. And pause buffers give your brain time to register closure.
You get it? So you have to, if you put these things into play, all it's going to do is make it better for you. And yes, you already know the health and wellness section, how we do over here. All of these videos will be available inside of the Discord. Thank you so much, Miss Swanza, for the $5 super chat. And I want you to have a safe and healthy day at work today. Thank you so much for looking out. We appreciate you. Thank you. Everybody show some love to Miss Swanza and wish her a fantastic Saturday.
And these don't just cover up distraction, they retrain your brain to complete the loop more consistently. So if you've been leaving cabinet doors open, forgetting to turn the stovetop off, dropping steps in the middle of tasks, it doesn't mean that you're careless or lazy. It means that your brain needs better instructions for finishing. Try layering 1 or 2 of these strategies into your day this week. You may be surprised by how much calmer you feel when you can trust your brain to follow through. And in our next video, we're shifting gears. We're looking at the imposter phenomenon, why your brain sometimes doubts your success even when you've earned it.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah, I used to be like that, but I started calling myself what I deserve to be. Because you actually need to do that as well. But I don't want to get off the subject. I want to stay on this subject. Next time we'll come around, we'll actually cover this too. I want to stay on this topic right here. Forget to finish tasks? Question mark. Do you forget to finish tasks, cabinets, stuff like that, turning the fire off on the stove? Your prefrontal cortex might be the problem. And again, you can't blame it on your prefrontal because it also has to do with the mammalia, right? And it also has to do with the other parts of your brain. Now you have to worry about how they work in unison with each other. And we create systems to help your brain work together. I think that understanding the dynamics and the way that the brain works even helps out even more. This sparks that, this makes this finish, really gives us more information and lets us know. If you appreciate the health and wellness segment for today, as well as the other segment about digestion and how good coffee is actually for you, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, because if we can get to that 300, you guys will be receiving merch. I already told you guys you'll be receiving 6 Our Bottom Line keychains and 6 Our Bottom Line decals. All you got to do is email me, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Send me an address and I got you. That's right, you guys. This episode here, forget to finish tasks. Your prefrontal cortex might be the problem. Dr. Tracy Marks. We're already subscribed. But if you're not subscribed here, you see that oval, black oval down there that says subscribe? Hit that oval and then hit all. That's when you subscribe to the channel. It's free. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And again, I always hope and pray that you guys get something, if not at least one thing, out of the health and wellness section, because I really strive to try to get you guys good information, stuff that we're going to be able to identify with and hopefully be able to utilize moving forward. That was, and this is, our health and wellness section. Finalizing up on 74,000. Hopefully that you guys have become members. Subscribe to the channel, double tap that screen and get those likes up, and give me all the money in your pockets. Nah, don't do that. Snap it to a Slim Jim. What you could do is, instead of giving me all the money in your pocket, you can pick up that phone, double tap that screen and get those likes up. I want to give a big shout out to Nicole. Thank you so much, because we appreciate you. Nicole said, I got 5 on it. Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate you so much for the $5 soup. for the $5 cash app. Anybody else want to show some love? We appreciate it. That's right, $, BOOGOTTINYC. Not U's. We spell it with O's. So it's Boo, BOOGO, like Gotti, TTINYC, and that's at Cash App. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because you know it ain't over. It ain't over. Thought you ain't like the beat. Groove me? Oh, no, it's Saturday. We got to keep going, you guys. I love this story right here. We got a deputy that cuts a dog free, and she's still holding a stick. Now, all little dog wanted to do was chase and fetch and bring the stick back out of the water. She gets caught up into some string, and her parents get nervous because she can't make it back. She asked the police on the boat, can you go out there and save my dog? I think there's something going on. When they get out there, he cuts her out. But for some reason, dogs being a dog, she don't want to let go of that stick. While conducting a proactive patrol on the Weeki Wachee River, a Marine deputy, Lieutenant Schaefer, spotted a dog in distress after it became entangled in a rope while attempting to retrieve a branch from the water. The dog's owner requested the Deputy Schaefer's to assist. Deputy Schaefer's was able to use a knife to cut the dog loose so it could swim back to shore. But do you think the dog let the stick go? You know how dogs are being dogs. They never let the stick go. Mommy, Daddy, this is what I came out here for. So here go the pooch, holding on to the stick while entangled in the rope, but won't let the stick go. Now, if you guys know a dog, once it get on a stick, it's just like, don't even care if it's in water right now, but the parent is like, you got rope all around, you can't get out of there. Check this out. He cuts the rope. He picks the dog up. But for some reason, got the rope off. Okay, cut that off. Cut that piece off. Now look at the dog. Would not let go of the stick.
Oh my God, look at her. She is not letting go. Because she was stuck in the rope. And she is not letting go.
Girl, yeah, that's a good girl. She's proud of that stick right now. You think about throwing it up there, she'll go?
No, but the best thing to do is throw it down there. Throw it down there.
Oh, you gotta throw it up there so she can go up there. Go get it. Go get it, girl. That made my day right there, man.
You talking about a retriever? She was like, I am a retriever. I don't care about anything else. My job is to retrieve. She still had the stick, y'all. What's going on, Vincenzo? How everybody doing? We got to do another one, y'all. We're going to do another one. I know you probably saw this already, but I love this story, and I like to say it. This one lady woke up in the morning, and there was a baby on her couch. Yeah, she got a couch on her porch. This little baby was outside sleeping on the couch. She says one morning a woman woke up and a stray pit bull was on her front porch. I don't know about y'all, but I'm keeping this dog. I'm opening the door, I'm feeding the dog. We got a dog now, y'all.
Morning, a woman woke up to a stray pit bull on her front porch. He was injured and so skinny, but so sweet. She had 2 other dogs and a baby, so she didn't bring him inside, but she set him up with
I know I probably showed it to you before, but that face is too cute. I don't care.
water and blankets and hung out with him and shared his story on Facebook. She thought she'd hit the jackpot when someone reached out and said they wanted to foster him. But a short time later, she found out that he had ended up in a shelter. She was devastated that he wasn't given enough time to acclimate. And this is when the TikTok community really stepped up to help.
Yo, he got ups like crazy. You see these hops this dog got? The jumps he got? What? This dog could pay his own rent with jumping.
Capital's journey to his forever home was clearly not going to be so easy. And yet, what I love so much about this story is how through the power of social media, people came together to help one stray pit bull get his happy ending. Several different people came at the very last minute and were able to save him before his deadline.
Look at you.
A few days later, Capital got adopted by a family in West Virginia. But he was still in survival mode and unfortunately had an incident with their cat. They couldn't keep him. So this time, Capital had one more journey to go on. His rescuers picked him up in West Virginia and took him all the way to Pittsburgh. This time to his final home, which might have taken forever to get to, but this time it was perfect. When Capital decompressed, he began to thrive. He bonded with his new dad and his senior dog sibling. He became a Velcro dog, goofy, silly, and affectionate, and so safe. He'll never be alone again.
What are you doing, Cat? Are you being grumpy? Are you being grumpy? What?
Look how pretty and clean they got him.
I saw a clip of.
Look at that. I love stories like that, you guys. I love it. I know I probably showed you guys that before, but you know that's my favorite dog. Like DMX said, I love dogs. Pit bull, that's my favorite dog right there. Ain't nothing like the love that you get from a pit bull. That's right, you guys. Arf, arf, arf. DMX, you guys, one of my favorite rappers. And I look at DMX like he's the dog of hip hop. Because sometimes you on the hip hop game and they still say, you know what, that's DMX. You got to let him get away with that. Same thing when you do it when you got a dog in your house. Mess around and do something on the floor, you be like, oh, I can't stand you. But that's still your baby, so you got to love him. That's why we let X get away with so much, because he was our dog when it came down to hip hop. Long live DMX and love for pit bulls, you guys. How about this? You're trying to promote your business. You're trying to get out there. You're trying to get in front of more people. Maybe you're a traveling salesman. You might be a lawyer, a doctor. I don't know what you are. But if you got a promo and you're trying to get it out there, all you got to do is send it to us. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to put it in front of almost 74,000 subscribers. And what are we going to do? We're going to put it in our post notification area. Only catch is you got to be a subscriber or you got to be a member. And you got to send it over to us in a 1080 by 1080 size form, because that's the only size that is going to fit in that post notification area. And you already heard what Miss Swanza said when she stepped out from the building, because we've been working, on getting locations for what? The Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we're doing here in New York, and Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and in Staten Island. And if you guys want to be a part of the show, that's right, you can be a part of it too. You just have to do it live right from there. All you got to do is go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. And that's 2 G's and 2 P's. If you put 1 P in there, you might go somewhere else. 2 G's and 2 P's. That's right. Drinkbigdrip.com. Put your name in the slot where you put your email address at. Put your email address in the slot, and we're going to keep you updated on where we're going to be doing the Show Your Talent search. And it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. I'm going to be one of the hosts over there as well. What's that $1,000 about? Let me tell you right now, after we get everybody together that's going to compete in all 5 boroughs, plus 1 person from here, we're going to make you all compete for the final. That's right, the $1,000. That's right, $1,000 goes to 1 person or group for the finals. Whoever wins, that's what you'll be receiving. And again, if you want to be part of the Show Your Talent search, you only got to go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. First page, boom, put your email in there, and we're going to keep you posted on where we're going to be at. Yes, we're going to be back in Brooklyn now. We're going to hit back up in Throgs Neck. Also, we're going to be at Time to Wine again in Staten Island. And then we're going to take our show on the road, you guys, and hopefully we'll be in your town next. We secured the distribution, and we're happy now to get to work, and we can't wait. Also, you guys, you know what's happening tomorrow, right? It's Purple Sunday. So I'm hoping that you guys, if you haven't had a chance to win, if you hadn't had a chance to go ahead and get your merch, you can still pick it up right up under me, you guys. Keychains, Our Bottom Line decals. Again, if I see 300, you guys get to me in the email, you will definitely get, you'll get your merch. Our Bottom Line, 6 pieces and 6 pieces. Don't know if we had a chance to make it to 300, but if not, you can still go pick up the decals and the keychains. Very affordable right up under me, you guys. Oh, excuse me, my bad. Also, you know what it's time to do right now, right? Time to get those prayers up in the air, because people got to get to work, people got other stuff to do, and I got to get back on more videos, more trending topics, current events, and much, much more for tomorrow's show for Purple Sunday. I'll be right back here at 6 o'clock in the morning. So what are we going to do? We got to get those prayers in the air before we get out of here, Boogotti. We got to pray for all the people before we get out of here for Saturday. That's right, we're going to pray for health. We're going to pray for love. We're going to pray for understanding and peace. We want to pray for happiness. I also want to pray for everybody's loyalty to each other as well as your family. And please, please, please don't forget about the love. Love each other, everybody out there as we love you here. And I want to just give a big shout out and prayer to Yolanda. Want to pray for Jelena. Can't forget about Phil Goodyear. That's right. Want to pray for Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. Can't forget about Colessive, Jay Castro, Angels Among Us, Liberty and Justice. Jelena. Can't forget about C. Graff, Brian King Falcone. Can't forget about Colessive, Yolanda. Can't forget about who else we got in the building? Jay Castro, Jay Woods, Terry, Teddy, Rochelle. Can't forget about Liberty and Justice. Mary Tanner. Can't forget about Miss Swanza. Have a safe day today at work. Love, have a safe day. Can't forget about Jay Woods, Jeffrey Spilka, Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, Winter Rising, Angels Among Us, Colessive. Can't forget about Miss Keisha. Can't forget about Batty Lynn. God bless you, Batty Lynn. Jelena as well. Glad that you're constantly coming to the show, and I appreciate that you're here. And she's gloved up now. God bless you, girl. Take care of yourself. We always support each other. Amen. That's how we're doing it this morning, you guys. Shout out to everybody here. And don't forget that it does not stop with this chat. Go on over to Discord, Colessive, Mike, Liberty, Angels, all of you guys. That's right, Jelena. Go on over to Discord, Discord. Join our Discord. I'll go ahead and let you in. All you got to do is send me a friend's message, and I'll go ahead and send you an invite. And these comments do not end. Our Discord is really jumping, you guys. You may want to go and check out the Our Bottom Line channel on Discord. Also, become a member of Our Bottom Line on Instagram. We're also on X. We're everywhere. AdRains knows it, because every single day, boop, 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 I plug you guys in on all of the shorts that we do. That's right. Go to Our Bottom Line on X, Our Bottom Line on Instagram. Become a member if you're already family. That's how we do it around here, you guys. We're going to be right back here tomorrow for Purple Sunday, 6 o'clock. right back here. Can't wait to see you guys for trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Hopefully you guys got a lot out of the health and wellness section. And guess what? Dr. Tracy, as well as the coffee clip, will be in the Discord along with all of the other health and wellness videos. Can't wait to see you guys at 6 o'clock in the morning where we're going to do this all over again. Trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section. Thank you guys for coming. See you in the morning. And y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me for our bottom line, I appreciate you. See you at 6 for Purple Sunday. Get 'em! Peace.